Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you all doing? How are we all doing today? Let's just move that there. Get my headphones on. Welcome everybody in the chat on this fine, what is it, Wednesday? Look, okay, I'm newly back. I've forgotten the days already. I'm completely lost. Welcome everyone into the chat. How are we doing? Hello, 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 hello. I've got that out. I've got that out. I need to set up TikTok, go live. Yep. Make sure TikTok's live, and then we are good to go. Should I have done this earlier? Yes. Are we surprised that I haven't done this earlier? No. We're with you in uno momento. Copy that. Paste that there. Boom. 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 Bop. And that should have TikTok and YouTube vertical with us now. So we pop that out. Yes, we do. Right. Chats. Get me chats up. Where is Twitch? TikTok? Hello. 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 I see you all. I see you all. Welcome. Welcome. Hang on. Someone chat on the YouTube stream. I don't know if the YouTube stream's working. On my chat box. Oh no, there we go. There we go. It didn't come up for ages. It's there now. Okay, I got you. We're good. Whew! I was like, oh no. Where is TikTok? Not TikTok. I've got TikTok, sorry. Where is the other one? Where's YouTube? But we've got it! We have got it. Welcome everybody into the stream. How are you all doing today? How is everybody doing today? Do say hello if you're watching on the stream. I'm going to shout you out the first thing this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have got Sophie. We've got AJ Legend, I believe. Form, Tornado Kane, Thomas Stevenson, Dimmy. Welcome into the stream. Flitter, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll read your messages in a second. Let me just welcome in everybody first. XXXF1, Blasic, Pancho, Pantera, Wessel. We've got Axie, we've got Maz, we've got Dimmy, and also over on TikTok, we've got Dr. Toasty, Bills for Life, and Matthew. Welcome, everybody, into the stream. Oh, Lee Bassie and Jared just got in. They just got in. They just dropped in. Hello. Hello to both of you. Right. What are we doing tomorrow? What do you mean tomorrow? What am I on about tomorrow? I just read Gwatz's message to me. He said about something about tomorrow. And I said tomorrow. Do we ever do that? Does anybody else ever do that? Where you like read a message? Or you like someone's talking to you as you're typing and you end up typing things that they're saying. Because that's just like going into your brain. I do that a lot. Right. Dr. Toasty, thank you very much for the gift of the arrow. I don't know what that arrow says. It's too small. But thank you very much for the gift anyway. How was Silverstone, Hayden? Silverstone was a lot of fun, Tornado Kane. Silverstone was a lot of fun. What are we doing today, though? Today, we are carrying on with our F1 25 career mode. Yesterday, we kicked off Season 3 in a Mercedes with 2 P4 results. Today, we're taking on Bahrain and hopefully a second race in Imola. However, I've been told by Fem I have to finish by 1 PM my time. So an hour earlier than usually I go to. Who do I like more? Arav or Tiamat Marduk? Neither. I hate both of them. We have got a secret meeting, chat. A secret meeting. Who is this going to be with? If it's with Williams, I'm tempted. It's Red Bull. I don't know about this. Bertoli! Thank you very much for the 8 months subscription. Wow. Wow, Bertoli. That's crazy. 8 months. We've nearly got a baby together. We have nearly got a baby together. Welcome in, King. I was at Lano stands. Got to see Max spin. I was, in the general admission, a little bit further around the corner. If you know what I mean. Like the GA were there. Whoa, Pancho Pantera as well coming in with a 1 month tier 1 sub as well. Thank you very much, Pancho. And that puts us to 222 out of 225 on our sub goal. And I think that might have also started a hype trade. And yes, it has. Thank you very much, Pancho and Bertoli, for kicking us off this morning. I don't want to go to Red Bull. Although it does look nice, I've got to say. Actually, the Red Bull does look nice with the mod that I put on. What do you reckon, chat? 1 in the chat if you think that we should carry on with this secret meeting. 2 in the chat if you don't. That's okay, Archie. I haven't been live for the last 2 weeks. I've been away on holiday. 1 in the chat if you think we should carry on with this secret meeting. 2 if you think we should say no. Now, I'm kind of holding out for Williams, you know. I would like that Williams partnership. A few 1s, a few 2s. I'm going to decline it. I want Williams. I'm holding out for a Williams. I'm holding out for a hero. That hero is James Vowles.
Hey, just a quick one for me.
Hey.
The team are pleased that you've declined that meeting.
Excuse me. Whoa, okay, nice. We got that one. 500 total career points. We'll take that. In terms of performance.
But let's focus on our current seat for now.
Agent, shush. In terms of our performance, this is where we stack up at the moment. Did we see I signed it? No, I didn't see that. I'm not really in the loot reports with at the moment. I'll be completely honest. I'm a bad fan now. I'm not as big of a fan as I used to be. Not that I support another club. It's just I'm not that into football as much as I used to be. Oh wow, that's a very interesting message from someone in TikTok. Let's just mute them for 5 minutes. Let's just make sure those messages don't come through. I don't think Williams will come because it's season 3 to 4. Only big teams want you. But Williams, you know, they are a top team. They were like 2nd, I think, or 3rd. That one, I guess. That one, I guess. And yeah, that's a podium. We're going for a podium. We've got to get on the podium in Bahrain. Bahrain has usually been a successful track for us. Do I read comments on YouTube? Yes, I do, Sophie Edits. Welcome into the stream. What's your favourite music artist? My favourite music artist is Harry Styles, okay? It just is. And I don't want to hear any slander. We got one of our former players back from West Brom. Nice. Where you come from? I am from the UK, but I live in the Netherlands. I saw what you said. What gives you the urge to go on a live? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Not me, them. Can I sing a Harry Styles song for you? Maybe one day. When we win the championship. Right. R&D, we've got a lot of points. As I said, I need to focus on the durability of the car. Because I can't focus on anything else on this car. So if I at least focus my attention on durability, I'm at least contributing to the team. Because at the moment... Oh, no, wait. I have got upgrades unlocked. Russell has unlocked some upgrades for me. Okay. Okay, this is good. We can work on our flaps. That is good. Welcome in that one, F1 and Demetrius. Alpine on top is wild. Look at the gap as well. Like, look at the progress that Alpine have made. That is crazy. It's all very, very close, though, between Apex GP and Aston Martin, I'd say. Then there's a bit of a drop-off for Haas and Kick, but then there's a huge drop-off for VCarb. But Alpine, yeah, they are clear. They are clear at the moment. Welcome in, Hydro. Okay, let's get into the Bahrain Grand Prix. As I said, I don't have a lot of time, so I have to make sure I get through these two races as quickly as possible. It does mean that we're going to be doing a short qualifying session for this, and we're going to skim through and do quick practice for this weekend. We're going to do quick practice, and we're going to do short quali. Just to get through this as quickly as possible. 50% race still, that's not going to change. Let me look at my engine parts. How are we looking on that? I'm okay for another race. Yeah, I'm okay for another race. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Let's go to next session and quick practice it. Get through as quickly as possible. Brawn GP are upgrades, exactly. Next season, go to Apex GP. They need a good driver. Will I go to the Dutch Grand Prix this year? I hope to, but I can't guarantee it. I don't know. Hi, Barberg. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Crazy Center and Kiwi. Everybody joining in. Obviously, we're just starting the live. We are getting into the racing very, very quickly compared to usual. And that is because, well, we're in a rush today. I'm subbed. Good to hear it, Kiwi. Good to hear it. I will have YouTube videos coming up on the channel very, very soon. Nice. Okay, so we nearly got all of those done for that one. Hello, have you had a good day? My day has literally just started, Cowboys. It has literally just started, so it will all depend on this stream. But no, it's going to be a good day today. I'm off to go pick up Fem's parents' old car, so it's going to be our new car. So we're going to have a car where I'm driving on the left. I get to be passenger princess again. Let's go. I've been driving everywhere for years. Don't. We all know that I'm going to be claiming those, okay? Johan Levels, welcome into the stream. Don't have to spam Johan, I see it. Welcome in Avectus, welcome in. What's up, hey dog? How's things? Good Sector Snail. Good morning, Jack. Oh, I'm from Australia. It's late at night. That's fine. I am early morning. It is currently, it's 10 a.m. I woke up at what time did I wake up? I woke up at, I don't know. What time did I wake up? Yo, how are you? I'm doing good. I woke up at 9. I woke up an hour ago. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yo, how are you? I'm good, number. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Harold. Everybody's just jumping in as we are getting started. Race car, welcome in as well. As we are getting started straight into quick practice. We're flying through this. Wait, are you in England? I'm not in England. I'm in the Netherlands. What do I usually do after stream? It depends. Some days I'll edit clips. Other days I'll hang out in VC with the other Creator Series lads. Other days I hang out with my girlfriend. What else? Some days we'll go out. Some days we'll just do nothing. It depends. It's not really like an actual structure plan. Whereas my girlfriend, she is in bed still. She's in bed. Oh, okay, you sound English. I am English. I'm just not from England anymore. I live in the Netherlands, but I am English. How tall are you? I'm 6'2". What's my favourite F1 team? Right now, I'd say top of the board is Williams. But throughout all my life, you know, I've dabbled. McLaren when it was Jenson Button, Lewis Hamilton. What a team that was. Also, Ferrari, as Sebastian Vettel has said. Everyone's a Ferrari fan. What is 6'2"? I don't know. Someone else can do the conversion. What race are you on? Yes, we're on Bahrain. We've got a 16 race season, and we're heading into Bahrain. And I think, do I collect Pokemon cards? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, number? What do you think? 188 centimeters apparently is 6'2", so that's what I am. That is what I am apparently. Right, okay, I've done my Pokemon sleep. My phone can go over there, and we can get into it. Where do I live in the Netherlands? I live near Eindhoven. I'm not obviously going to give you my specific address. Ibrahim, thank you very much for the rose. If you had a choice to get a driver back in F1, who would you pick? Who would I pick? I don't know. That's a tough question. Who do I feel like hasn't had a full chance? Maybe Zhou. I like Zhou. We all like Zhou over here. We've done races with Zhou. He's a good lad. But I'd also say Mick Schumacher as well. Even though I think he did struggle in F1. You know, he did crash a bit. But I hope and pray for that Schumacher name that we can see him doing well in Cadillac, because there are rumors that he is going to go to Cadillac. So who knows? Who knows? Ricardo's a shout, obviously, but I feel like he's had his time. And there's the worry with Ricardo that if he comes back, then it just gets worse for him, you know? Whereas I feel like you should remember him for that period from when he started up until, like, I don't know, 2020? I think 2020 when he was with Renault. Once he went to McLaren, obviously he got the race win. Amazing. But other than that, at McLaren, it just didn't really work, did it? So, yeah. My favourite Pokemon. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, here. We've got Phanpy. You can't see it on the vertical streams, but we've got Phanpy. And we've got Grookey. They're actually emotes on the channel. Phanpy and Grookey. Hi, YZ Racing. Welcome in. He's tipped for a return. What? Schumacher is, I believe. Ricardo, Alonso, Hulk have to leave. They've been a long time. I would disagree. A driver being there for a long time doesn't mean that they have to leave. Right? Alonso is still doing a great job in that car. And he did a fantastic job a season, 2 seasons ago, when Aston were really, really good. You know, they're going through a bit of a period at the moment, but he's still a very, very good driver. Have I got any discounts on that? No, can't do that. I could do that one. Let's work on the rear downforce. Let's do that. Okay. Let's get into qualifying, chat. Short qualifying. So let's get your predictions in the chat of where do you think we are going to qualify, guys? Where do you think we are going to qualify? Yes, I have seen the glitch at turn 4. I'm going to try my best not to run out wide there. If we do get hit by the glitch, we will be using a flashback. They do not count. Can I have a look at the comment you put a while ago? Let me have a look, Jack. Do you think that it's true that Ferrari are ahead of other teams in terms of prep for new regulations next season? I don't know, because I also hear Mercedes are like the first one to get their engine up and running and testing and simulation. So I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But let's get the predictions in chat. Where do you think we're going to qualify? You multi-stream? Yes, I do, Taquito. I am live twice on YouTube, vertically and horizontally. I'm also live on TikTok, Twitch, and on Kick. So I'm live on all of those platforms. So if you would like to go watch on another platform, feel free to go and do so. But of course, I read all the chats. So you don't have to, okay? I can see every single one of you. I can see Jack Smith, who's put P3 over on YouTube. I can see Cooper, who said 6th as well, over on TikTok. We've got Friends Call Me Knox, who said 6th or 7th on Twitch. Now get your predictions in, and I'm going to read them all out, because Johan Neville says P4, Sophie says P3, Kiwi says P1, Jack Smith, P3, XXF1 says P4, Travis says O! Liam says P5. Cowboy says 4th. Dill says 8th. Tiktopi says P3. Tokito, thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch. Blasic P2. F7 Verb says P5. See you later, Travis. YZ Racing says P5. Jared says P5. Do I have a cold? I can't even function if I'm ill. I don't think I have a cold. Jamie Pick says P3. Quack says P3. Aiden P4. There we go. We know another Aiden now. Race car P4. Aran Cobra P5. What year are you in? And does George leave Mercedes? I'm doing a Kimi career. We are in season 3 and he's still at Mercedes. George Russell is still at Mercedes. Okay. Bahrain. Now, if I remember from last year at Bahrain, we were quite high on the wings. I don't know. I feel like I went with the wrong setup at Bahrain. I feel like I went with inverted wings. I don't know. Let me have a look. Let me have a look, chat. Let me have a look. At my setup. Had my volume too low. That is silly of you, isn't it? Yeah, I think I had inverted wings. So let's put the wings back. And then take them down by 10. Do you know what? I'm going to take them down by 5. That should be fairly better, I think. And should help me a bit with that. Because, yeah, I remember I went stable last time and it was a bad idea. Because it's a different wing balance. And I think I don't like it on a knife's edge, but I definitely like it more on the front than on the rear. Thank you very much, Aiden, for the follow, Jeffrey for the follow, and TikTopy for the follow. If you are new around here, of course, do hit that follow button. Why has Ben fallen off a cliff in CS? It's a pain. Used to love him. Then he turned into a maniac overtaker. Ben's always been a maniac overtaker. You're just only seeing that now because he's actually in the mix and he's not at the front as much. And he's a bit more desperate now of his overtakes because he's in the middle. But he's always been like that. Every time I've raced with Ben, when we do like reverse grid races, we would always. He was one of the worst people to have behind you because you knew just send it and push off the track and barge out of the way. So he's always been like that. It's just you're seeing it a lot more because he's in the mid pack. But games change. And handling models change as well. I think my best handling model was probably 22. In all fairness. I think I was probably best on F1 22 in terms of the handling. Good morning, Doctor. I still wasn't amazing, but I was better. I feel like more competitive. But that's just the thing, you know. Handling models change. You've got to adapt. Certain people do, certain people don't. I don't know, William Harris. We'll have to wait and see. Hugh, you're the GOAT. George Morgan. Good morning to you, George Morgan. Right, it's advance time. Let's go out on track at 10 minutes 30. Use 2 sets of tyres. And then we go. Can't forget that Hayden beat Joe, Lawson, Lando, and Ben Daly in the race because I'm a GOAT. What game was that? Was that 22? I feel like that was 22. That was a game that I was good at. I don't know, though, whether I was, like, necessarily good. I think I was one of the first and early ones. Same with Tom, right? Where we'd be streaming a lot. We'd be doing a lot of 100% races. And our consistency was really good. I remember from league racing. It wasn't necessarily quickest. Like, qualifying pace was always awful.
Down to P22.
But in the races, I was more consistent. And I was able to fight. And because of that, I was better than maybe some of the other creators who would make mistakes, use flashbacks a lot. Whereas now, I feel like a lot of the creators are very, very consistent now. That's one thing Creator Series has done. Has got us to all be very, very consistent drivers. Oh, I'm trying to chuck it in for these corners. Come on, come on, come on. That's wide. That's all we want. You've gotten better. Just wish you would send it more. Not like Ben. I feel like I'm quite good with my overtakes. But I'm also very fair. But I'm also... I will put you on the curb. Like, if I know that you can use that bit of track there, I will make you use it, okay? I will give you, like, I will put a car here. I will happily put a car there. If I know that you can use that bit of curb, that's where I'm going to put you. So I feel like I'm quite good at leaving room and leaving a little possible. That is a terrible lap. P14. That's not good enough. We're going to have to go again, chat. I'm just very sniffly this morning. I think it did rain in Bahrain last season. I think season 2 it rained in Bahrain. Yeah, I think in season 2 it did rain in Bahrain. Season 3, I've been away on a cruise for 10 days. What have I missed? Yeah, nothing. I was away for also 10 days. Yeah, for 2 weeks. I was away for longer. Hay fever alert. What made you want to move to the Netherlands? I respect you for doing it. I'd like to move and try somewhere. My girlfriend is Dutch, and it was cheaper for us to get a visa and live over here than both go to the UK. What race are we doing? We're doing Bahrain. Okay, a lot of time to find here in qualifying. Gazzy is topping the board. But, I don't know. I think for both of us, we're just both in the mud. This is a track that Mercedes is collectively struggling at. And I think that's what we saw last season as well. Both of us struggling a little bit too much here in Bahrain. But let's see what we can do.
Fired up. We're set.
Chat, can we qualify in the top 5? 1 in the chat if you believe that we can qualify in the top 5. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can qualify in the top 5. 2 if you do not. So this morning, it's 1:30 a.m. where I am. Welcome to Time Zones, East Beast. They exist. Different countries have different times. 3, you can get pole. Thank you very much, XXF1. I will try. What's a lap around here? I feel like I need to go. I feel like I need to go.
We've been pushed down into P14.
I feel like I'm on the verge of not making it. What's a lap around here, chat? Do we know? This is not a classic Mercedes rocket ship today. No, no, no. Oh, I took out the bollard. Flat around there. Cut that corner. Where's George? I'd like to give George a bit of slipstream. Help him in this qualifying session. I think I can do it down the next straight. Come on, George. Where are you, George? Where is he? Come on, George. It's not worked.
30 seconds.
I'm actually going to get in his way. In trying to give my teammate a slipstream, I've gotten in his way. No, I've given him a slipstream to the line, to be fair. I've helped him out. I gave him a slipstream to the line. Much quicker through turn 1. Come on, come on. 3 attempts, that's good. No bit of time lost. Stay away from that curb just in case. Thank you very much for the follow, Russ. Thank you for the follow. Get the car turned in a bit more this time. Yeah, that's better. Not out wide as much. 7 tenths improvement. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Keep pushing, chat. Keep finding that time. 8 attempts. This is good. Lost a little bit of time there, but gaining it on the exit. Come on, come on, come on. Down to about that much battery left. Get it in for the apex. Nice. On the throttle. 1 second improvement. It won't put us on pole position, but where will it put us at the end of the qualifying? Is it up at the top? It is. It's P4. We took a top 5. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. That puts us still in the mix.
But don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow.
That is crazy from Alpine. Alpine, Ocon, and Verstappen. Untouchable. Untouchable. They are flying in this race. I say Alpine, it's mainly Gasly. I mean, Doohan was 6 tenths off his teammate. P4 is better than 16 other positions. Agreed, agreed. Where was George in the end? Did he improve? I don't think he did. He did, but only to P15. But he will get P14 thanks to a 5-pace grid penalty for Yuki Tsunoda. Charles Leclerc has had the biggest stinker. Our championship leader right now is Charles Leclerc. He is ahead by 10 points, 19 points to me. Tsunoda also down there, and George Russell. So this is a really good opportunity today to shake up the championship. The championship leaders are all low. We're up in P4. So let's see. Let's see. Obviously, they're going to have good races. We've seen it multiple times where strategy has brought those guys back into the fold. So let's see if it can happen today. Prediction has been started on the Twitch chat for where you think we are going to finish in this race. But I would like to hear from everybody in chat. How you doing, Sean? Welcome in. Where do you think we are going to finish in this race? Ocon P2. Got to be a 10-second penalty for Ocon. Hey, Hayden just woke up. Welcome in, AJ Legend. It's your day today. Get yourself in that control. Let's go. P16 says Brad, as per usual. XXXF1 says P1. Ordinary YouTube says P3. We have got Flitter says P1. Alfie says second. Sophie says P2. Where you started? We're starting P4. Blastic P3. Bills for life. Thank you very much for the follow. If you're on around in chat, do hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you hit that follow button. I think you're going to start terrible, but we're covered to P3. Sean says P1. Dagger says Potato. Quack says P1 to P4. Nonchalant, thank you very much for the follow. Do you think Prime Danny Rick could beat Max in 2023 Red Bull? I don't think so. I don't think so. Levin says P22. Friends Call Me Knox says third. Random Person says P2. Dimmy says P3. Blasting says P3. 1 or 2 stop strat. We will see that in a second. We will ask you guys. Hayden, you versus Gasly. Once again, we had that last season. It was me versus Gasly. Photo finish for the podium, I believe. Or was it the race win? I think it was the race win. Photo finish between me and Gasly last season was crazy. The one-stop worked last season. It might not this season. We'll have to wait and see.
It's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race.
Who deserved Abu Dhabi 2021? I mean, well, Lewis deserved Abu Dhabi 2021. I think that's an obvious. Who deserved the championship is open to both of them. They both had fantastic seasons. Full race, Hayden. No, 50% race. We're doing short quality today because we need to fly through the races and be finished by 1. Otherwise, Fen will beat me up. Paul Aaron is on pole position for today's race. Look at that Red Bull. You can just see the. I love the Red Bull in this mod. I love it. All the mods that I'm using, by the way, you can go find them on Overtake GG. I've just taken them there. Hudong always gets me. Hudon. Sir Hayden, is there a bug which crashes the game when there is a red flag? I mean, can be. The red flags are a bit dodgy. Hayden, what do you think of the Horner situation? It'll be interesting to see what Mekis can do at Red Bull and see if he can steer the ship and keep it afloat. And it'll be interesting to see where Horner goes because I don't think that's the last we will see of him in F1 and I do feel like he will end up at Alpine. Right, I don't have a personalized strategy because we didn't do the thingy-majiggies, but what I am going to try is put soft here. I'm gonna try. We can try and see whether something like that works, or if we have to do a 2-stop strategy, chat. Hards is slower, so softs would be the better tyre. What do we reckon, chat? Unless we go hards for the last stint. Not really. I'm not too sure. Luca, thank you very much for the follow. I think medium's definitely the faster time overall. 10-10-9. I think that's fine. Okay, 1 in the chat if you think we should do a 2... Wait, hang on. Whoa. Cancel that. Listen. Addy Feet Pick, thank you very much for the follow. Nonchalant, thank you for the follow as well. Okay, listen. 1 in the chat for the 1-stop strategy. 2 in this chat for the 2-stop strategy. 1 in the chat for the 1-stop strategy. 2 in the chat for the 2-stop. 1 in the chat for the 1, 2 in the chat for the 2. We have done 1-stops in the past, and it has got us really good results. But we haven't done a personalized race strategy program to tell us. Everybody on the 2s. Everybody's on the 2s. There's a small amount of 1s, mainly on the YouTube. I see you on YouTube, don't you worry. I see you lot saying 1s. Hards are best here. 1-stop is perfect. I think we can do it. I think our tyre wear is better. Now there's some more 1s sneaking in there on TikTok chat. Medium to hard. Tyre dig is too bad at Bahrain. This is a 2. 1 still opens up a lot of safety car opportunities. what we can do is, whilst I love an undercut, okay, I do love an undercut. What we can do is that. Right? If we do, or maybe, actually, it's not much of a difference if we do the one. Maybe that instead, right? If we start on medium, we will have an idea of whether we can go hards or not. If the tyre wear after 10 laps is like, do you know what? That's pretty good. We can go longer. Then we do it, okay? If not, we stick with that. So we're going to ask that question later on. The fuel is over. I'm scared to change the fuel because I'm worried that we are going to make a mistake on that. So we're going to start off with a two-stop strategy. If we feel like we can change, we will. P4 on the grid. Look at that Red Bull. Oh, it's sexy, isn't it? It is sexy. But before we get into the race, you know the drill, chat. You know the drill. I want to know where everybody is from and where you are watching from in the world. Are you watching from the Netherlands, the country that I'm streaming from? Are you on the toilet? Who's on the toilet? I know there's some of you, especially you guys over on TikTok. I know you lot are on the toilet. I know you are. We've got England, USA. We've got South Africa. We've got Simply Lovely. We've got Albania. We've got UK, Tahiti, South Africa. Maz is on my toilet. Hungary, Northern Ireland, Israel, Ireland, Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Sweden, Kosovo, Germany, Jamaica. Doctors watching from their bedroom. South Park, Australia in a park after work, Birmingham, Norway. Trying to warm up the tyres at the same time. This is difficult. Someone's watching from my roof. Or get down from there. Making a lot of noise. Jail, York Kitchen, Netherlands, Lithuania, Sweden, Eiffel Tower, The Couch, Poland. Oh my god, these tyres just don't warm up, do they? To be fair, that is something we noticed on the hards. They just don't warm up. Jupiter, actually. Nice, nice. We've got someone on Jupiter. I'm the ETB on your shelf. Which one? Portsmouth, UK. I'm watching on my game chair. Nice. Hards and the Eiffel Tower. Oi, Brad, you gotta stop, mate. You gotta stop. You're unhinged. Saudi Arabia, your monitor, your bedroom. Are there modded liveries? Yes, there are. You can get them all from overtake.gg. Isle of Wight, Kuwait, Romania. Oh my god, my tyres feel like they're from Antarctica. Look how cold they are. Warm up, please. Warm up. We are very internationally today. That's what we love to see, chat. That is what we love to see. And come on then. Who's watching from the toilet? One in the chat if you're watching from the toilet. Two if you're not. One in the chat if you're watching while sat on the toilet right now. Two if you are not. I know there's some of you. Oh, 0.1. We'll take that. See, I knew there were some of you. I see you all. Well, you're going to enjoy this race. And hopefully you don't wait too long before wiping. Otherwise, your legs are going to go dead. Here we go then. Lights on. Engines revving. And we go racing for Season 3 Bahrain. And it is a fantastic start compared to Max Verstappen in the Red Bull on the left-hand side as we head down into the first corner. Nice and easy on the brakes. Max will stick it around the outside. We have a little bit of a rear lock ever so slightly. Max now on the inside of this corner. We still hold it wheel to wheel. We've got no tyre temperature whatsoever in these medium tyres. They're all on the softs. Going down in towards turn 4, up the inside of Max Verstappen on the cold tyres. We drifted out wide. Max could look at a switchback. He can't do it. That's the podium position. And that is past the Red Bull. And looking to try and stick with Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon as they lead this race at the moment. The newly liveried pink Alpine. And of course the improved Ferrari with the black HP logo. Looking very, very nice as well. At the moment in this race. But let's just try and stay with these guys. It's very, very difficult at the moment. They're super duper fast just because we do not have the tyre temps right now. The rears are fine, but the fronts just are not gripping up as we go side by side with Max Verstappen once again. He sticks his nose up the inside through there. There'll be no DRS for anybody down the main straight because DRS not activated just yet, but it will be down on the run to turn 4 where we could be a sitting duck from Max Verstappen as well. The Alpine pink is a livery mod, that is correct. as Max Verstappen flies past us, going down into this corner. That's not too bad. I don't mind that too much, as I can just stick with these guys. The tyres are starting to get to temperature now, but we are struggling, chat. They are super duper fast early on in this race, as Max Verstappen and Jack Doohan go wheel to wheel. Lando Norris has a little look on us as we go down the inside. Another rear lock-up in towards the hairpin here at Bahrain, but we do get DRS on these two as they're going to compromise one another, going side by side down in towards turn 4. We'll get the DRS wide open on Jack Doohan. It's going to be 3 wide down into turn 4, hard on the brakes on the inside of this corner, side by side with Max Verstappen still. He's on the outside, he'll go over the curb, he won't come to a complete stop, and Max Verstappen gets ahead of us for now and to P3. We need to stay with these guys though, chat. They're super duper quick. They are super duper quick in this race. Oh, I remember last time we struggled at Bahrain. We struggled at Bahrain before. I think we're going to struggle at Bahrain again. If we can pick home a result, though, that'll be great. It's wrong gear. I've just got no grip. Like, there's no traction whatsoever in this car at the moment. Like, I've got it in hot lap mode. I'm trying to burn the battery as much as possible, but whilst also trying to hold on to it and save it. But the AI are just unbelievable around here. Absolutely insane. Have we got any straight line speed to try and compete with them? I want to burn the battery just to try and hope and pray that I can just sneak a sniff of DRS. I think I have. I think I just about snuck in there on Max Verstappen's DRS, and it has happened. There we go. Gasly and Ocon, they are driving off into the distance, chat. Absolutely flying in this race as I try my best to stick with Max Verstappen in that beautiful blue Red Bull. That makes me think, you know what, maybe I should have signed with them, because I like that livery on that car. It does look very, very good. DRS helping once again. That's good. How have I lost 1.5? I don't know. We're just so slow in the race. I think the mediums are just really struggling.
The Alpine drivers just completed a pass for the lead.
Okay, Alpine back in the lead. There we go. Gasly back in front of Esteban Ocon. Those two fighting could be good news for us. If they do fight, though. Hayden Horner to Ferrari. I think Horner to Alpine, to be honest. I think he's more likely to go to Alpine. I think he's good chums with Flav. And it's still close to his home. If, of course, Jerry doesn't kick him out. All right, here comes Jack Doohan once again. But I don't think he's close enough to go for any sort of overtake through there. Let's try and stick with Max Verstappen. Try and keep hold of that DRS once again. I think I'm going to have to burn all the battery down this corner just to stay in his DRS. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We've got it, we've got it, we've got it. That's fine with me. I'm hoping those soft tyres start to die off soon. And if we can do a one-stop strategy, this will be great. Bro, that Red Bull looks like the 2017 Toro Rosso. Not quite. It is actually the F1 Academy car from last year, I believe. Oh, very late on the brakes to Max Verstappen. Bit deep in the corner. That allows a chance for Jack Doohan, who I squeezed off the track, but he just flies past me. Look at that. How did he have the traction off that corner? We're on different tyres, Chuck, guys. We're on different tyres. We are playing the long game. We've got to stay patient here, chat. We do have to wait and hope for the best in this race. Gonna move on, Jack. Come on. Choosing a few bad lines. Wider right. Chicane, don't cut it. What do you mean? What chicane? The two-stop has to happen. These soft tyres look super quick around here. They do look good. The thing about how much time you lose doing a pit stop. And they're not a million miles ahead of me. And in terms of tyre wear, 21% right now. And if the hards are good, the hards are good. But I don't know, the tyre temps do worry me a little bit. That one, that doesn't help me. I probably looked at that chat a little bit too late. Which one? What number? What number turn is it? Fred stays the numbers. I don't think he's done a bad job, though. Like, Ferrari is still up there. They're the second best team right now, if we look at recent races, right? Although I would say the fact that they struggled to overtake a kit car is worrying. Yeah, we really struggle with traction out of that corner. That's where the AI is so good. A lot of people, I think, get it wrong and think that the AI just have insane straight line speed. And whilst they do, that's mainly down to the wings. Because I think as players, we run higher wings than the AI. Especially through, like, setup shops. God, the wheel, because I haven't raced, obviously, in 2 weeks. The strength of my steering wheel coming back to me. Jeez. Jeez. Also, I'm not good on the throttle pedal because I'm, again, not used to it. So I think I'm full throttle a little bit too much. I'm not as precise as I used to be. With the inside post. Okay, the fast left-right. Like turn 5. That one. We talk about turn 5, yeah? I think we're all slowly catching back up to Esteban Ocon. Right, I've done a good job of keeping with these guys in medium. Now I can put it into hot lap and try and stay with them again. I want my tyre wear. That's what I want. That one. There we go. There we go. Got to give credit to Nico for sure. Like, he did have an amazing result. But I think we all expected Hamilton in that Ferrari to get past him. Oh. Yeah, the Merc hasn't changed. Not every car has had an update. I just had a look at what was available on overtake.gg. And I just pinched them from there. So all the liveries that you want and you see on this mod are available to everybody at home through overtake.gg. 34% on the rear left. Yeah, I think maybe the 2-stop has to be the one. Because we've done 6 laps. We can do about 12. Maybe 13 laps. Maybe 13 laps on this tyre. But I don't know how long that hard can go. What do we think, chat? What do we think? This car is definitely, it's typical Mercedes, to be honest. It's very much like the Mercedes of real life. It's definitely better in qualifying than in the race. Which is weird because as a driver, I feel like I'm the opposite. I'm a better race driver than qualifying. But I suppose this does help me out. Like, I'm the best person to drive this car. Because it helps me get better results in qualifying than I'd struggle in maybe a car that's good in the race but not good in qualifying. Or just like standard, like just good in both. Whereas this one is great in qualifying, okay in the race. So that's not too bad. Like, definitely good for me. Louis, thank you much for the rose. There's a mod for Sonny Hayes. What's the mod for Sonny Hayes? I do want to look at, or I hope they can make a mod for... Oh! Okay. See you later, Jack Doohan.
Mate. That brings you up a place.
That could be a safety car, chat. That could be a safety car. It's not going to get red flag.
Okay,
That doesn't really help anyone, to be honest. It kind of sticks us to our own strategies, but it does give me a free position, and I'll take that. Oh, Jack Doohan. What is he doing? What is he doing? That is crazy. That is crazy from Jack Doohan. Let's actually just open that up a little bit. Get some light in here. There we go. Have some light on my face. Right. I'm better at racing than qualifying. Yeah, I feel like I'm the same.
Okay, we've done all right so far. But
it looked possible in the sim. 7 laps on softs called it. Okay. So a soft hard is a decent strategy from here. I mean, that's faster, so surely we'd do mediums, right? Can I join the Discord? Of course you can. Anybody can join the Discord. !bar Discord in chat. If you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, it's the link in the description. And if you're watching on TikTok, it's the link in my bio. I'm live right now on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick. Twice on YouTube, vertical and horizontal. Feel free to follow on whatever platform you're watching on right now. And we are live usually 5 days a week. Yesterday we were live. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday we are live. So let's get into the rest of this. Shippy has done the right thing. They have hit that follow button. They are a legend. That Brisbane, Julius, and Preston, thank you very much for the follows. Is that Sonny Hayes? No, it is Sonny Hayes. We have got Apex GP in our game. Elioch, Sadiq, Heath, Makurus, thank you very much for the follows. And of course, if you want to subscribe to the channel here on Twitch and support the channel, I really do appreciate it. If you've got Twitch Prime lying about, gathering dust, feel free to use it on the channel. It's an easy way to take money from Amazon's pocket and put it into your favorite content creator's pocket. Of course, if you don't want to use it on me and you want to use it on a different content creator that's your favorite, that's still fine. Just make sure you use it, okay? Don't let it go to waste. Okay, strategy options for me, chat. All right, okay? We either do soft, medium, or medium soft. 1 in the chat for soft, medium. 2 in the chat for medium soft. 1 in the chat for soft, medium. 2 in the chat for medium soft. One in the chat for soft, medium. 2 in the chat for medium soft. I mean, if you do think that hards are a good shout, we can also go to hards. I did get a good one, yes. 2, but you got a pet. It hang out. What? You need to overtake lap 1, so 1. Hards till the end. AI won't catch in time. Well, you think that we just do a 0 stop? I don't think it will let us. No, it won't let us, sadly. That's a little bit too long. Elioto! Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime. Puts us on 223 out of 225 on our sub goal. Hards wouldn't be effective for a while. I mean, hards could work from then. There's enough of an undercut to get a jump. That's the usual box. It's like 1 lap earlier if they were too hard. Our wear was pretty decent. We did, what, 8 laps on mediums. It was about 40% wear. So, if we're looking at stint 2 to be on mediums, I don't know. It's quite... I feel like it's quite long. What do you think, chat? A few times. Go more aggressive so no hard. Start on mediums, DRS train it, and extend as long as you can. But then we got to try and overtake, and the problem is we don't have the straight line speed to make easy overtakes. So it's going to be more about defending. I got a question. When I download mods on Overtaker, then try and download another mod, it just removes my other mod. It's usually how it works. If you're trying to like mod the same car. Turn the AI down to 45. Easy. Easy. I think maybe we do just go hard. I don't know. It is saying that theoretically this is faster. That's a big drop off though on the tires. Look, they get like right at the end. There's just a really big drop off. But I do think I'm better on tyre wear than the game is suggesting. I do think I could do 12. Nah, I don't know. I don't know actually. I think that's pretty spot on. 12 laps on the mediums. 12 laps on the mediums. 69% wear. Maybe more. I don't know, chat. I think we have to go hards. I think it's smarter. It's smarter just to go hards. And we do like an undercut there. Right? What do we think? Those first laps prove tyre deck is bad. I think you need to use hards. I think so. I think so as well. Okay. 1 lap extra on soft. I don't think it's worth it just because we get the undercut there. Like we gain about a second of lap time. We apparently lose towards the end of the stint for sure. I mean, let's go. Let's just go there. I don't know what strategy they're going to be doing. They could be doing medium hard. But let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's punch it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get into the restart. Here we go. Lights on. Engines revving. Back in 4th place. And away we go. On soft tyres this time. Esteban Ocon ahead of me. On the mediums. A little bit slippery on the start. Trying to find my way through these drivers. Oh, that was a little bit all over the place. A little bit naughty. Slight tag with Esteban Ocon. There's another yellow flag behind us again. Something's happened. Well, I think everybody's got through okay. Is Esteban Ocon just having a little look? Remember the AI, very, very racy on the start. They're very, very difficult on the start. Charles Leclerc, the championship leader, is out of this race. So no matter what, we are going to be gaining on the championship leader in this race. That's an engine failure. He's pulled over to the side of the road. So Charles Leclerc straight away on the restart. His engine has gone kaput. Welcome in, Flame. Welcome into the stream.
Drivers just moved into first place.
It's okay, Flame. We've been on holiday. So we haven't been here for a while either. Right, okay. We're in hot lap mode. We need to just stay with them. We need to work these early laps, staying with the AI. Gasly is not going to be taking those mediums till the end. There's no way that they can do that. So they're definitely doing a more of a medium soft or medium hard strategy. Max is copying me with a soft hard.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Very good that we didn't start the race on hards. If we'd have started that race on hards, we would be in big, big trouble right now. I'm having to use battery just to try and stay with these two, because they are absolutely rapid right now. But the good news is my tyres are at least up to temperature this time around. I don't have to worry about tyre temps like I did in the last race restart. That was hard work. DRS enabled. Here comes Esteban Ocon, Charles Leclerc's teammate. Still a championship battle in the constructors going on. Oh my god. That corner and that rear lockup that I keep doing right there is getting sketchy, chat. That is getting sketchy. We got to keep pushing, though. We got to keep pushing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I think that's a bit too late on the brakes. I don't know. A bit of a slide in the corner. Let's try and stay with these two ahead. I want more DRS. I've got to get back into that rhythm, chat. I'm just kind of sliding a little bit. Don't know if our tyres are overheating. Still in... No, I'm not in DRS range. I'm not in DRS range, okay. Gotta hope that Jack Doohan doesn't overtake me here, or Esteban Ocon, sorry. Well, they don't. God, there's just no bite. It just doesn't bite. It just slides. This car is all over the place. Can I keep up with Max Verstappen here? I kind of need to. I kind of need to. Where can I watch in landscape? If you go to my channel, Julian, you'll find the landscape stream there. I've got 2 streams up at the moment. Just click on the landscape one. That goes for anybody that's currently watching on YouTube right now.
The gap to the car ahead is increasing.
Yeah, because you don't listen? What do you mean I don't listen? Oh, big lock up ahead. As Ocon just has a little look. We're still good, though. We're still good. Wait, how is Doohan racing still? He's back. He's replaced Michael Schumacher. He's back. They didn't tell us about it. Schumacher
okay, mate,
is gone. Doohan has replaced me.
For our race that we keep them behind, please.
Whoa! A little bit wide. We're okay. I'm trying to stay with these guys, but just not quick enough. So that undercut on the hards is going to be so, so important for us. Especially on Max Verstappen. We'll have clean air. And that's what we're going to try and do. Mediums to softs. Bad idea. Undercut is so powerful. That's why I'm not listening to you, Sahan. Because you don't know anything about this game. Yes, we'll have the better tyre at the end of the race. But the undercut is going to be so strong that when we box to those hard tyres, as long as I don't make stupid mistakes like that, we're going to be in the lead of this race. That's fine. It's all part of the strategy. We let Esteban Ocon through.
Let's focus on the rest of this race.
We get DRS. What is he doing? What is he doing? Where's Jack Doohan? Look at the straight line speed that they have. Okay. Okay, Ocon. Don't mind if I do. Oh. That was way too deep. Jack Doohan's going to get away here. That was way too deep. All right, you'll leave me to it, but let's see. Okay, yeah, let's see. I will show you how powerful the undercut is when we box the hard tyres. Undercut on this game is unmatched. My driving is where it's letting me down. It's not necessarily the strategy. So stick with Doohan here. Need that DRS. Use the battery. I want the DRS. Get the car in. Come on. Yep, good. Pull me along, Jack. Pull me along. These Alpines are rapid. Absolutely rapid. How is Ocon in the Ferrari? Driver transfers. He replaced Lance Stroll with, of all drivers. I bet you weren't expecting that one either. It's like, how's Ocon replaced Hamilton? No. Stroll replaced Hamilton. Ocon replaced Stroll. Come on. Gonna have a proper fight come late laps, hopefully. Just use the battery just to make sure we get that DRS. DRS is so important. Especially for our car, because we are struggling a lot on the straights. Cooked up Alpines, exactly. Lewis is out. Lewis is sat on the sidelines. He's not racing anymore. Jack Doohan, after his spin, causing the red flag, has recovered back to the podium places at the moment, so the red flag helps him out a lot. Confirmed change. Well, there was no change. On the outside of Ocon. I need to hold this position and stay with Jack Doohan here. Come here, Jack. Easy on traction, come on. Go. Only in the game, Alpines are the fastest car. Alpine are rapid on this game, to be fair. They really are. And we are struggling to keep up. I mean, Max and Gasly are having a battle of their own. As it stands right now, though, we are doing good enough in the championship, I think, that we will lead it. I don't know where Gasly is in the championship, though. I'm not sure on that one. But I think we are doing enough to lead the championship as it stands. As it stands. Charles Leclerc is way down there. George Russell also out of the points.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on.
And I think so is Yuki Tsunoda. Right, 2 laps, we're boxing for hards. 2 laps time, box for hard tyres. I've just got no traction out of that corner. No traction at all. No, you don't, Esteban. No, you don't. You ain't my Esty Bestie. Whew. Doohan is doing a fantastic job this time. Not crumbling under the pressure. We're obviously on the same tyres as him. Gasly's going to go long. So we're definitely going to undercut Gasly, but he will be fast at the end of this race. But we'll be on those hards. Maybe the hards will work, maybe they won't. We'll box if we drop out of DRS. If we drop out of DRS, we'll box. We're okay at the moment. I think we're going to be okay here. We'll use some battery just to make sure I stay in DRS. We're not in our pit box at the moment. Lap 16, so not this lap, but the next one. Is F1 worth buying? I'm really enjoying it so far. So I would say yes. I don't know what everybody else thinks in chat. Do you think F1's worth buying? 1 in the chat if you played it and you think F1 25 is worth buying. 2 if you don't. Walking around the outside, can't do it. 1 in the chat if you played F1 25 and you think it's worth buying. 2 in the chat if you don't. If you get overtaken, I think box. I agree. I want to stay with Doohan's DRS. If I don't, then I box. Go earlier than them. Go on to hard tyres. Go to the end. There we go. A lot of ones. A lot of ones. I have F1 24, F1 14 to F1 23. But if you played F1 2014, then you played some of the worst games of F1. F1 2014, F1 2015. I didn't mind F1 2015, but that was like the first one on a wheel, so I think that's probably why I personally didn't mind it. I understand why a lot of others did mind it. Right, let's make sure we get DRS on Doohan here. There we go, and we have. We do have DRS on Doohan. And now we go, chat. Now we go. I'm playing on F1 23. Matty B, thank you very much for the follow. Elioto as well, thank you for the follow.
Hard on the inlet.
Alright, box this lap. We still got DRS on Jack Doohan. Exactly what we want. Keeping DRS range of Doohan. Oh, little slide there from Doohan again. He's all over the place. Look at the rear traction from Jack Doohan right now. Struggling. I mean, so are we. We're already up into 60% tyre wear. And we're going to be boxing early. Whoa! Little slide. Whoa, 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 whoa. I play F124, yeah. If you're playing F124, definitely upgrade to F125. F124 was the worst F1 game made for a while. The handling on that game, put me off. I barely played it. 2018 Alpine livery. We have got a full pink livery, yeah, on that Alpine. BWT Alpine is back. Yeah, we definitely need to box. The rear slide is crazy right now. Absolutely crazy, chat. Absolutely crazy.
Box, box, box.
Let's burn battery just to make sure that Ocon doesn't overtake us down into this corner and compromise us. And let's box, box. Right, here we go. Hard tyres going onto the car, and this is going to take us right till the end of this first race. Go, good pit stop. Well done, Merc. Good pit stop.
That was a fantastic stop.
Cam, thank you very much for the follow. Let's see what we can do. Colapinto's got a 10-second time penalty. Right, chat. What do you think we can do?
To speed now. Let's get some heat.
1 in the chat if you think we can come out in the lead of this race. 2 if you don't. Get out of the way of the 2 RBs. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can come out in the lead of this race. 2 if you do not. How powerful is our undercut going to be? It should put us in contention again with Max Verstappen. I mean, definitely with Gasly because he's on those medium tyres. So he's going to go very, very long. Tyres will be cold. So we do have to be aware of that. One in the chat if you believe we're going to be in the fight for the win. 2 if you think that's not possible. Still struggling at the moment. A little bit of a struggle. Albon's dropped down. Don't know whether he's already made a pit stop maybe. Or was shafted by the red flag. If he started on hard tyres maybe. Although you could probably do... Yeah, I mean if you started on hard, you can definitely do like a medium till the end. We'd start on medium, so we couldn't do medium. Who's the best in the game, I feel? A streamer, who's best in the game? On this one right now, all teammates in the box. That's George Russell. These other drivers are in the box as well. Max Verstappen included. I think creator-wise, or I mean, best of the game. I mean, you got Jarno really. Out of the box comes. Okay, they've actually. Okay, the 1 lap undercut really didn't work because of tyre temps. And the AI, I don't think they're going to struggle with tyre temps. So it's really about Gasly.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Bahrain is just the gift that keeps on giving. No, listen, San, listen, okay? Trust. In a normal race, we'd be cooking now because we've got a lap of tyre temp. They've got nothing. Darn game. Nice undercut, mate. Listen, okay, we are back where we were, but we will get Gasly. Because now the tires are up, but we're not. We're so slow. I shouldn't have to worry about Esteban Ocon though. Ocon will be too far back. If those lot jump me, I'll be very, very surprised. Max is still miles up the road, unless that's Tsunoda up ahead behind the McLaren, and Max is in that mix with the back marker cars. I don't know. Burn battery. I want that DRS. Come back here, Doohan. Come back here. Give me DRS. Come on. I've got it. I've got it, chat. I've got it. We've got drivers into the pit lane. Yeah, Max Verstappen not too far up the road. Gasly is going to come out of the box. And he's going to be behind Max Verstappen. So the undercut at least works for Max. And that's what I was hoping for. I just forgot about the terrible tyre attempts for us
The car behind
as the
you
player.
has come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
And look, I think they're still not even up to temperature. They're still not up to temperature. Okay, now we've got a chance. This is for the podium, remember? And a podium would be very, very nice. That's what I said I was going to try and get in my goals for the race. Oh, that's wide. That's wide, then that's semi-wide through here. It's just a string of corners that all set up each other. P8 not bad. I mean, that's not actually my true position. There's still drivers yet to make a pit stop. So that's not how that works. Let's see what we can do here. We've got, I think that's Science, who still is yet to make a pit stop. They're running maybe hards at the start of that stint. I don't know. Piastri also on hard, so they're going long too. I don't think they've done an undercut on me. I think they, again, started on hard tyres. I think I'm quicker than Doohan here. I think I am quicker than Doohan. They've got good straight line speed, but now we are tucked up close in that slipstream. Oh, all over the place. Come on, come on, come on. A little bit of battery. Can we get him? Can we get him? Set it up for this corner. Didn't set it up very well. That's such a weak corner for us. It's such a weak corner for us, chat. Can we get on the podium though, chat? 1 in the chat if you believe we can still get a podium out of this. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can still get a podium. 2 if you don't. Coming up to a fair bit of traffic here. Is this Gasly holding up this traffic, or has Gasly just got through it, I think? Max is leading this race by an absolute storm right now. Max is going to win this race. Max Verstappen will win this race. What team were we last season? We were Mercedes last season as well. We stayed with Mercedes for another year. But we might look to move for season 4. Shake up the order. Oh, that's wide. It's not what we need, because Doohan's going to have a look on Piastri here. They're going to go side by side. Hopefully still be side by side as we go through this corner. And they are. And that's going to help me out. Burn the battery now. Piastri will box. No, he won't. They've both got DRS. Doohan's just got a bit extra straight line speed. Nothing I can do. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Set that up. Very nice. Let's get past Doohan. Here we go. Yes. That's into P3 now. Into P3 now, chat. There we go. Woo! Happy with that. Happy with that. Unfortunately, though, I feel like Doohan is going to be our battle today. I don't think I can catch up to Gasly unless he's got some sort of issue in that traffic, but I do not feel like that is the case. AI, of course, don't struggle with any dirt yet. AI level is 105. What team would I like to go to? I'd quite like to go to Williams. I do like Williams. Williams, Ferrari. I'd like to go to those two. Right, let's go into non-mode. Let him come. Let him come. Let me get the DRS. Give me that DRS on Doohan. We're going to play these games. We're going to play these games again. We've got offensive. Oh, I just can't get the traction off the corner like he can. It's insane the amount of traction he gets. Round the outside though. Here we go. On Jack Doohan. There were nice little switchbacks in there. Round the outside, and there we go. We're past him again. Okay. This is what we got to do, chat. to try and keep Jack Doohan behind us. We need to make sure we give ourselves some DRS. And we don't let him fly past us. It's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, Pranani. Or Pranil. Happy birthday to you. I think this is going to be our finishing position, chat, unless something drastic happens. Esteban Ocon could get back involved, but he's also on the hard tyres. Why Williams? Because I like him. Is Gazzy not doing? No, I'm fighting with doing here. Gazzy's ahead of me. Save battery again. That's all I'm doing now, just saving the battery.
And gap to the car
Holding on to third, fighting with an Alpine.
0.9 seconds.
Once again in this race. Doohan will go past me. There we go. Make it nice and easy. Acceleration in turn to turn faster. I'm going to pass on your backseat driving tips, okay? If that's okay. I'm just going to drive how I drive. Get trolled, it's not my birthday. Oh no, wow, I can't believe you've done that to me. Oh, my days. It's the worst day ever now. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, let's get past Doohan. Once again, side by side into the hairpin. Do we get DRS as well? I don't think we will. We won't. We've got to be careful. Burn the battery. Keep Doohan behind us. Quite like the outside line through here. We can hold the outside line. There we go. Nice. Nice. Turn in. Oh, that's wide. I don't know. Lewis Hamilton from 2021 there. Push, push, push. Keep going, chat. Keep going. Do you like football? Yes, I like football. Is this the first season? No, this is season 3. This is season 3. Whoa, that's wide. Now it's Esteban Ocon to fight with. My record is 1 minute. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That could mean a lot of things. How do your tyres look? They're actually really good. Hards are actually really good on this track. It's crazy. The one stop I think definitely would have worked. Just because the hards just last so long. So long. Oh. Okay, I've not given them DRS. I wasn't paying attention. This is going to be difficult to defend from, chat. I don't feel I'm going to be able to defend from this. Straight into the slipstream. Give me that slipstream. With the speed. And then we've got to try and get Esteban Ocon back. Through here. With good traction and DRS. And all of the battery. Everything we've got. Will he go defensive? Yes, he does. I like this corner on the outside anyway. I can't burn fuel, Mark. I don't know why, but I'm not very good at burning fuel. How do you burn fuel? Will I just rev it out in 6th gear? Will that work? Probably blow up my engine. I'd rather not. I'd rather not do things that's going to blow up my engine. Did I see the Club World Cup? Nah, not really. I like football, but not enough to watch it religiously. I'm more of a racing fan. I'm more of a gamer. Did Lewis retire? Lewis hasn't retired. He's just sat on the sidelines. He just got dropped by Aston Martin for Kimi Antonelli. I mean, they're doing a great job, to be fair. Maybe he left. I mean, Alonso left originally. Maybe Lewis left as well. He's like, you know what? Not getting involved with that.
9.0 seconds.
Come on, come on, come on. Hot lap, but ignore Mark. Yeah, I know to be in hot lap. I keep forgetting to go into none there and let the Ocon through. I mean, there's enough of a gap there to Ocon that I think we will be side by side by turn 1. Or unless their straight line speed is just so good. I mean, here they come. Here he goes. Here goes Esteban Ocon down into the first corner. On the inside. I'm going to give him the space. He's going to go for it, though. Down in towards this corner. He will go for it. As we're trying to defend this podium. We're yet to get a podium this season. This is round 3 of season 3. And we want P3. Okay, we want all the 3s in this race. That's what we want. 3, 3, 3. A little mini devil. And let's just keep these guys behind me. Angel numbers. Is that what 3, 3, 3 is? Half devil, exactly. What wheel? I'm using a Fanatec DD+. Ocon, do you know what? I think they're struggling on those hard tyres. I don't know. I guess their tyre wear is just worse than me on those hards. And he might be able to DRS, chat. He might have just lost DRS range. Never mind, because I've missed the apex by an absolute mile through there. So he will get DRS back on me. I probably could have burnt some battery to keep him out of it, but that Alpine is faster than the Ferrari. So, you know what? They're both actually really struggling. I think we're good. I think we're good here. I think we're going to hold on to P3. I don't think they're going to come back at us now. Jack Doohan does get past Esteban Ocon. Those two fight down at this corner. We're in a good place. That's what I need. I need those two to start fighting. 1.1. Yep, they are fighting. This is good. This is good. Go for it. Go wheel to wheel, guys. Go wheel to wheel through turn 4. Come on. You know you want to. Not quite. Not quite. But they have dropped off. 1.6 now. Esteban Ocon dropping off the back of me. Could you imagine their tyres just drop off massively? And then I catch up to Verstappen and Gasly. I don't think that's going to happen, chat. That is a miracle. Am I doing another race today? Of course I'm doing another race today. We are still very early into the stream. Those of you who are my regulars, my regular viewers, you know how long we run for. We usually run for about 4 hours on the stream. Today will only be 3. Because we do have to go. Got to go pick up a car. 2.3. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I would like to see if I could catch up to the drivers ahead, but I don't think that's going to be possible, chat. I think this is where we're going to finish. Dale, thank you very much for the flaming tyre over on TikTok. Appreciate you. Oh, Kimi Antonelli's out of the race. Could be a late virtual safety car. Nothing. Nothing. I've been on free streams, so I'm a regular. I wouldn't say quite a regular yet.
Get what we needed there, I'm afraid. But head down.
Yeah, but you can achieve that. Don't you worry. What wheelbase do I use? As I said, a Fanatec CSL DD+. Remember that in your head. Fanatec CSL DD+. Fanatec CSL DD+. Fanatec CSL DD+. We good? You got it? You got it. Nice. Perfect. Right, we keep pushing, chat. I'm sweating already. It's warm. I don't think it's helped that I'm wearing trackies or tracksuit bottoms. For those who don't know the lingo. What kind of car am I picking up? It's just an old 2004 Ford Focus. It's nothing exciting. I wish I could say, you know, a Lotus Elise or an E-Type Jag, or even, you know, an 80s Audi Quattro. That is one hell of a car. I love that car. But it's a runaround car. One day we might achieve the heights to buy some really nice cars. But today is not that day. Today is a day for securing a P3 at Bahrain. What AI difficulty? 105 is the AI difficulty. 105. That's what we run. Everything's exciting. I mean, that is true, Mark. It is true. It's going to be a new experience for me because I'm going to be sat on the left.
Okay, the car behind is
I'm going to be sat on the left of the car. I'm usually sat on the right of the car when I'm driving in the UK, so it's going to be a new experience for me as we are still driving away from the others. Oh, that's a rear lock, isn't it? As Doohan and Ocon. I don't know whether Ocon has saved me in this race. That Ferrari drop-off has stopped Doohan in the better performing Alpine from putting me under some pressure in the final couple of laps here. But we could be on for our first podium of the season as Doohan and Ocon continue to scrap it out. We're not going to push too much because all it takes is one little bit of throttle. And around we go. Did you win the championship? No, sadly we did not. We finished P2 in the championship. See, that's what I mean. One little mistake and we've run wide. We finished P2 by 1 point. We missed out by 1 point. Yeah, I feel like the AI are better on F125. I do wish, though, they just make more mistakes, you know, going side by side, more crashes. And I know that if they do that, people will be like, oh, the AI suck, they're rubbish, they just crash into each other. Like, it doesn't have to be all the time. For F1 2016, some of the crashes in that game were spectacular. They were absolutely spectacular. And I miss those sort of crashes. in a career mode, okay? I want random crashes. Like, it's realistic. Sometimes drivers crash. They don't just go through a corner and then just go, oh, do you know what, actually? I've forgotten how to drive. I'm going to go full throttle. It's just this one time. That's not what happens. And sadly, that's their way of adding in mistakes. No. They should go wheel to wheel. And sometimes they should crash with each other. And that's when it was fun, okay? I miss that. I miss that unpredictability. I barely get any safety cars on this career because they don't come out when drivers DNF. You get red flags if two drivers DNF at the same time, which has happened a couple of times to me. But you only get a virtual safety car usually. And even if they do crash, you barely get a safety car. It's crazy. No loss by 1 point. I was devastated. It was so close. It was such a crazy race at the end of last season as well. Like, there were so many chances where I was the championship leader, then all of a sudden Norris was the championship leader. Like, it would just switch back and forth. And it was mainly down to whatever strategy Max Verstappen and the Red Bull team decided to pull out. Because all of a sudden we were like, oh no, he's thrown it away. And then he's actually on the right tire and he pulls it back. We're like, oh my god, we're back in the championship position. And then all of a sudden, bam, he's boxed again. But speaking of Max Verstappen, he wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Pierre Gasly in that rocket ship of an Alpine could only manage P2. The undercut working very well for Max Verstappen. Our first podium of the season, though, in the place where it happened for the first time for us in the first season, where we got P3 and our first taste of the champagne. We're back again. That's 3 out of 3 podiums at Bahrain. Whilst it's a track that the car just isn't suited to, we still run well around here and we will take the podium. Very, very happy with that. And if we look at the Drivers' Championship, I think we're in a shot now.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to
what do you think about the Thrustmaster? I don't know. I've not used that Thrustmaster. I used a 458 Ferrari. I used this one basically when I first started. But Thrustmaster is definitely a good wheel to use. A sort of good kind of, not completely budget, because I say Logitech is like budget, but it's still really good. Anyway, we scored the 15 points that they wanted. George Russell could be leading the championship, actually. And I think he is. If we look at the standings, and it is actually, no! Charles Leclerc, he still holds on to the championship lead. We are now second by 4 points. George Russell is only 6 points behind. Max Verstappen 8. Yuki Tsunoda 10. It is currently, as it stands, a 5-way race for this championship. But do not count out the Alpine of Pierre Gasly, because they are absolutely rapid in this season. Have we added Apex GP? Yes, we have. Apex GP are in the career mode. But I would like to mod them out and replace them with Cadillac. That yellow liveried Cadillac is a really good livery. Thank you very much to Ashton, to Jazz Moose, to Simo. Thank you very much for the follows over on Twitch. If you're new around in chat, do hit that follow button. Romku, K Goldie, thank you very much for the follows. What team did you start with? We started with Alpine. We actually built them up to be very well. Then they dropped off last season when we moved to Mercedes. We beat Norris in our rivalry. Let's go. And we are looking to beat Yuki Tsunoda in the ratings one as well. How many seasons do we do yearly? I don't know. It's very mixed. This is probably the furthest we've done in a career mode on stream since like 2020, 2021. Tsunoda was driving really good in Racing Bulls compared to RB. I agree. And we got more recognition than George now. That's why we had the upgrades. I see. How many races are we doing today? We're doing 2. If I look at the time, it's currently 1:35. Oh, sorry, 11:35. So we've done an hour and a half to do one race. Hopefully an hour and a half to do the second one. How many wins do I have? We'll have to have a look in a sec. When is this game on sale? I don't know. Mick Schumacher came into F1 as an F2 champion. Yes, he might have been in a bad car, but he had 2 seasons to prove himself. Chat doing came into F1 after years of being a reserve of the team and was immediately put under pressure the second he stepped into the car. He was also in the car that wasn't very great. For sure, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Dimmy, we're not going to use shout-outs to self-promote, bro. I can shout you out, Dimmy, but I'm not going to shout out We don't promote self-promotion over here. So please do not do that. Will Max leave Red Bull? I think so. I think he will. I think he will. Right, let's look at messages. We're all good there. If I look at wins, how many total wins have we got? Drive statistics. We have got 7 race wins and 7 pole positions. Hayden, can we have a 1v1 on F1 25? No, we cannot. Right. Let's get into the next race, because I know that's what a lot of you are waiting for. Like, where is he? Where's that next race? Can you drive with tilting controller or only... Oh, as in like you... I don't know. I don't know, maybe. I haven't tried it. I'm going to go watch on Twitch. Okay, Quack. See you on Twitch. Right, let's set these goals up. Complete a lap. Nope. Overtake 8 cars. Maybe. ERS. Yep, sure. See fewer than 1 corner cutting warning. Probably do that one. Maybe. I don't know. Good morning, Heather. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Do I stream on Twitch? Yes, I do. I'm live on YouTube. 2 streams on YouTube. Twitch, TikTok, and Kick under the same name. Hayden Guys across everything. Quack Talo. Thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch. But yes, we are live across all platforms. So feel free to go watch on whatever platform you want. But we read all of the chats. So you don't have to go anywhere if you do not want to. I will still read your chat. But if maybe you want to watch it on landscape mode and you're watching vertical on YouTube or on TikTok, then feel free to go over to the other YouTube stream in that case. Or if you're watching on TikTok, feel free to come over to Twitch. And if you want that. Looking at all of that, we're okay. We're all good there. I might look at a different engine for the next race, which is, I believe, Imola. We're going to fast forward through all of these. I agree, but that's F1. Only 20 seats. It's hard. Exactly. You've got to handle the pressure.
Okay,
you do.
mate, I know we were expecting some new developments.
You do have to handle the pressure. If you can't handle the pressure in F1, you know you are running the risk of getting booted. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Right. Okay. Durability. We're back up and running with everything that we had before. The aerodynamics has gone on, which is great. We've unlocked more things there. I've been told to not do the tyre ones, but that's what we've sadly done. Makes the car apparently undrivable, but who knows? Who knows? Right, let's get into Imola then. Soon 22, exactly. Absolutely, it just really annoys me because Colapinto isn't really doing much better. I agree. I don't think Colapinto is really doing much better, and that's why he's on a race-by-race basis, and I think that's why they're looking into our boy, Valtteri Bottas. I think that's why Valtteri Bottas is being looked into. Have you won the Constructors? No, we haven't. We're hoping to win the Constructors this season. Because now we finally have a teammate where we can fight. George, the car wasn't quite... We were definitely outperforming the car last season. Or maybe a little bit of chance of rain in the race in the middle, but we will see. We will see. That might go away as we get into the race weekend. Still short qualifying. We're going to do quick practice still to just get through these as quickly as possible. On the track acclimatization, etc. And then we can get straight into the racing. Yeah, Roland, I already answered that question. If you can drive with tilting or analog sticks. I don't know. I have not tried it. I'm not going to try it. Hey in the goat, welcome in, Velix. Welcome in. Yusufu, or Yusuf, thank you very much for the follow. Fletch, thanks for the follow as well, and John G. Berserker as well. Thank you for dropping a follow too. Right. Let's get into Imola. Law Enzo dropping the follow on Twitch as well. How many follows are we on total on Twitch? Because we are hunting down 24,000 followers here on Twitch. You are smashing the follows over on TikTok as well. We're hunting down 100k. I want to hopefully try and get 100k by the end of September. We're currently on 87,000. But we're doing some crazy numbers on followers on TikTok, so it's insane. So keep that coming. I saw on Twitter that Perez and Bottas will both go to Cadillac. There is a high chance. There is a high chance that both drivers go to Cadillac, for sure, for sure. Good morning, Stuart. Welcome in. One Para, Luke Young, Fred, X-Stacy, Anel Dula. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you are new watching for the first time, watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch, TikTok, or Kick, make sure you follow the streams. We are live 5 days a week. So if you hit that follow button, you never have to miss a stream. The second drivers of massive drivers. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Murtazika. Or Taziza. Tazizka. Got there in the end. I probably said that completely wrong, but thank you very much for the follow. What are the fastest tyres? The soft tyres are the fastest tyres. Here I don't know how realistic it is, because at Imola in real life, they used mediums, didn't they? Because the tyre wear was just so bad on the softs. They overheated so quickly. They just weren't a usable tyre. Might try and do the race strategy program. Do we have time? Probably not. Probably not. Bro, I want to start sim racing, but I just can't afford it. That's fair. I mean, you could definitely start on like on a lower budget for sure. I mean, look at secondhand wheels, look at Facebook Marketplace, etc., things like that. Logitech is a very good starter wheel, and you can just, you can get to grips with it, learn that muscle memory using a Logitech, right? And then once you get to a place that you have a bit of budget, you can maybe upgrade to a Thrustmaster or a Fanatec and work your way there. Of course, I've been very lucky that I've done it through content, and I've been able to be gifted equipment, etc., and work with companies, which helps a lot. It definitely helps a lot, because yeah, it was definitely very grateful being able to upgrade this. Is PC better than console? For sure. You can definitely run high graphics, but console's just like, it means you can basically plug in and play. Like, you don't have to worry about setting it up, having the right graphics card, updating, etc., etc. I mean, you update your console when it tells you to, but you don't have to double check, like, if there's an update or make sure things are working. And if something breaks, it's a lot easier to take a console back to a shop and get it repaired or replaced if it's still in warranty. Whereas a PC, if you put them together yourself, it can be a little bit more difficult. What is that character, man? George Magnuson or what? Well, it's the closest one that looks like me, but it's not really, is it? Or do you mean the George Russell one? Right, let's get into the race then, chat. I've got 520 resource points. That is not enough to upgrade the car any further. Fuanam, thank you very much for joining the stream again. Welcome back in. Welcome back in. I mean, the second drivers off massive drivers like Bottas, Hamilton's, Perez, Verstappen's for sure. I think Bottas and Perez, if they get a Cadillac, will definitely put their names back in a better light. I think Bottas still had his name in a good light. I think people do still rate Bottas as like a good, like, Rubens Barrichello-esque driver. Like, I never thought Sergio Perez was a champion, right? Hayden, you still didn't do my hydrate. I did do your hydrate yesterday. I did it literally at the end of the race. You just weren't watching. But I did do it at the end of the race. I do feel like actually, let's just quickly look at car setup. 23. Those are the wings I need to kind of match. Did I do Imola last season? Yes, I did do Imola. Let's have a look at this. And the wings for this one, they're a lot higher. They were a lot higher. Let's just double check the setup on this. Okay, I've definitely upped them. But I'm going to lower them. It's going to really affect us in the corners. We are going to struggle in the corners for sure. Qualifying might not be as good. But what I will say is... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. I'll put that. I'm going to put that. There's a big gap between the two of them, but that's what we're running. Okie dokie. Right, let's run with that one. This means that we should at least have some pace on the straights now, chat. We should at least have some pace on the straights now. But qualifying, we might be a little bit in the mud. Right! Can we see the steering wheel? Not really. You can't really see it from this angle, and I don't really want to take it off in case it stops working. But there was a prediction up on the Twitch chat. Make sure you use your Domehead points. But I want to know from everybody in chat, where do you think we're going to qualify in this session for the second race of the day? Where do y'all think we are going to qualify, chat? Let me know in the chat where you think we are going to qualify. Go. Sean says we're going to qualify in P5. Noah says 8th. Mahui says P7. Harold says P6. Julian says P3. Rundown Cookie says P3. Stuart P4. Even more P3. Goldie P9. Vandalif P3. Spilos P2. Dagger, I don't get the potato. I don't get it. You said it in the last one, but I don't get it. You need to explain that to me. Velix says P2. Dimmy says P4 or P5. Timo says P6. Sophie P5. Michael says P6. Mickey Mouse first. Crush P1. Ash P4. I think Lawson comes back. Lomi P4. J12 P2. Naf P4. Spillers, thank you for the follow. Fred's P2. What's my plan C? I don't have a plan C. Priscilla P2. Zach P1. Twitch is a little bit quiet today. Where's your predictions, Twitch? Charlie, thank you very much for the follow. Where's the predictions, Twitch? Come on. Come on. Wake up. Berto says P2. Moonlight, thank you very much for the follow. And let's get into the qualifying session. I didn't mean to drive out. I've got to drive out. I've got to do the lap. Doctor says DSQ. Ivov says P3. Jeffrey P4. Jack P4. Let's see what we can do, chat. Let's see what we can do. Simo says P5. Vanch says P2 or P3. Quickly change my pedals before my wheel knocks me out. Good, good, good. Most useless driver besides Stroll, but F1 is not doomed yet. Who, me? Wow, that's rude. Calling me useless. Right, we haven't set a lap yet. Oh my god, my engine's a little bit warm. 61%! How has it got to 61% from practice? Oh, we're going to have to take an engine penalty, I think. That's way too high. What do you reckon, chat? Do we take an engine penalty? Do we get a new engine? 1 in the chat if you think we get a new engine. 2 if you don't. 1 in the chat if you think we should take a new engine. 2 if you do not. 1 in the chat if you think we should take a new engine. 2 if you do not. It's not that bad. I mean, it's 61% at quali. Remember, we've still got to do the qualifying.
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22.
Yeah, I know,
P22.
I know, Mark. You say this to me all the time. We haven't set a lap yet, dude. 2, risk it. I race with 75% gearbox. No problems. Do you have failures on, though? Like, if you've got failures turned off, that might be why. You would need it for the straight, exactly. It's a very, very strong straight around here. Max to Mercedes, you think? I think so. They will certainly leave Red Bull. Right, let's go, chat. Let's see what we can do for our first lap here in qualifying. And away we go. Take it to the left-hand side to open up this corner. Nice and straight. And there we go. There we go. Keep it tight to the line. As tight through here as you possibly can do. As there's a car X in the pit lane, but that will not get in our way. Breaking the 100-meter board. Really ride over the first couple of curbs. Attack them. Be aggressive as you can be. A little bit of ERS out of there. And then fly. Lift off the corner. Bit of brake. Throw the car in. Too much. Too much there. Too aggressive with the car. Obviously, that's the one thing about not doing any actual practice. Is that I don't get those 2 laps just to kind of dial in, you know? This is my practice. This is my dial in lap. This is where I figure out, okay, that's what I need to do. So that's why this lap probably is going to be a bit of a stinker, chat. But I'm going to blame the engine. Though it's not too bad. But I lost 4th gear for 3 laps. Okay, so you did have a problem. Losing 4th gear is not a problem. I think 4th gear is an important gear. It's slap bang in the middle. I could lose first. That'll be fine. Cross the line, only P20. Yikes! Is that the engine, chat? Is that the engine costing us? Oh, I'm in the way. That could be a rip, chat. That could be a rip. The Dagger 51. Thank you very much for the follow here on Twitch. Are you streaming on Twitch? Yes, we are, Darlo. I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick under the same name, Hayden Guys. So feel free to come and watch me on whatever platform you like. How can you commentate when you drive? It's difficult because it's my job. And I've done this so much that I have got to a place where I can do it. Maybe we're running high on fuel? No. I can't even use that excuse. Okay. I think we could be in trouble, chat. I think we could be in trouble. Not the engine, skill issue. Hey. Listen here. Okay, how much time do I need to find? I mean, it was a bad lap. 1.8 seconds is what we need to find, though. 1.8. That's what we need to find out on track. It's a long pit lane around here. But nobody else is out on track yet. So what is the lap time? A 1:13. So we can go out maybe about 1:30. There we go. Let's go out now. Change the engine, bro. I mean, we can't do it in qualifying. It's too late now. We either do it after the qualifying session or not at all. Timmy says we're not getting a top 15. I don't know. I feel like Imola is such a power-demanding track, especially with only one DRS zone. It's such a long, powerful straight. Like, if you've got DRS down here, oh, it's an absolute killer for the drivers behind. If you don't have the straight line speed, I feel like we're going to have good straight line speed around here today. But we are going to struggle in the corners because of it. Engine-wise, 62%. So it is taking it out of the car. We can burn a bit of fuel. And we're going to let this Ferrari go. Ocon, I want you to go. I want you to go, Ocon. Go. Let's focus on keeping the tyres in good tyre temps and hopefully not overheating them. Just take the penalty. It helps massively. It will only be a 5-place grid drop, right, for a new engine. What's up, bro? Welcome in. Gawazi, welcome in. Do it after, yeah. We'll have to do it after quality. If we're at the back, we'll change everything. We'll take the freebie and we will change everything and it will be an insane comeback drive. Maybe try and go get a tow from the car in front. Could be helpful, but then we get dirty air, which isn't good. We don't want dirty air. Thank you very much for the follow, Mert. Thank you very much for that.
1 minute to go.
What season? This is season 3. Oh, I've got hiccups. Do you know what? I haven't actually had proper hiccups in ages. That was like a little one. I haven't had proper hiccups in a long, long time. When was the last time you had hiccups? Can you even remember? I can't remember the last time I had hiccups. Right, let's put it into hot lap mode. And let's go, chat. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. 1 in the chat if you think that we can get a top 5. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you think we are going to get a top 5 in this qualifying. 2 if you don't. Let's see what we can do. We've got ourselves dialed in that first lap. Nicely done through there. Let's try and keep it nice and clean through this first part. That's so much quicker. Look at that. That's what we mean about being dialed in a bit more. Hitting apexes and not running wide. Already 5 temps up on our lap. That is huge, chat. That's absolutely huge. A little bit slower through there, but we still gain time. We'll definitely go quicker through that corner. Oh! I don't know about top 5, but it's definitely quicker. Go, 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 go. Flying. Oh my god, this is good. Oh my god, this is good. All of the battery now. Rest of the battery in hot lap. Go, 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 go. To the line. All of the battery. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Where is that going to be good enough for? Is it a top 5? It's 10th. It's slap bang in the middle. Oh, I mean, as I said, I'm taking off the wings. It's not going to help us in qualifying, but it can help us in the race, chat. It hopefully is going to help us become an absolute rocket ship on the straights and do some overtaking. To be 5 tenths off pole position is not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. The car isn't quite there, as you can see from George Russell. We've managed to be 1 tenth ahead of our teammate. So I think the car has kind of dropped down a little bit in terms of performance level. And in terms of track relevance, the cars are so close in this season in terms of performance that it is so track dependent. 1 minute, we're really, really good. If we look at Australia, I think we did have a good car for Australia. But then other times, Bahrain and Imola, it doesn't seem like we're there. Like George Russell out in 13th, I'm 10th. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. That first lap was that slow. Yeah, I mean, it was. It was. As I said, I did no practice. For me, that's me dialing back in. Look at the standings, though. Charles Leclerc, obviously, championship leader. P1, but does have Max Verstappen for company in P4, which is going to be interesting. Sonny Hayes, though. Good lap from Sonny Hayes. The Apex GP guys back up at the front. So interesting to see from that one. But the question is, chat, do we take a new engine? 1 in the chat if you think we should take a new engine. 2 in the chat if you don't. We will take a 5-place grid penalty, I believe. Maybe a 10. I can't remember what it is. Is it a 5 or a 10? Top 14 under 7 temps. That's close, exactly. You start your career with Alpine instead of doing my team career and got P2 in Australia with 100 AI level. Do I need to bring them up? Who, me? Or you? I'm crap if I do practice before qualifying too. Wait for the next race. I mean, let's look at the wear. How is the wear looking? It's 62%. I think it will make it. Just about. Expected lifespan, it's got another 137 laps in it. It's done 366. If we take a new one... It doesn't say how many penalties we'll take. Is it a 5 or a 10? It's a 10 for an engine. Okay. It's a 10 for an engine. So we will start at the back, basically. We might as well do everything. See, that's where we look in performance. So I think... Yeah, I think we're kind of about right. We're in that middle, aren't we? Okay, 1 in the chat for a new engine. 2 in the chat to not take a new engine. 1 in the chat for a new engine. Start at the back. 2 in the chat to not take a new engine. 1 for new engine. 2 for same engine. Get your votes in there. 1 for a new engine, 2 for same engine. I'm seeing a lot of 1s. 8. Does that mean take 8 new engines? I'm seeing more 1s. It's a shame we're going to lose the P10, but I think at the end of the day it's not a bad choice. And whilst we're there, we might as well take everything. If we're starting in P20, we might as well take a new version of everything. Even though some of the parts aren't as worn. You know, we're 33% on the gearbox, 17 there. 49. This will cover us off for later in the season, hopefully, when we don't make a mistake like this. It's a silly mistake for us to make. It is a shame, but we are going to be starting at the back of the grid, chat. We are going to be starting right at the back of the grid. Very consistent so far this season. That might end today. 4th, 4th, and 3rd. The AI, very, very strong around here. But let's see what we can do in this race. It might rain in the mid part, but we're going to have to wait and see. Let's get those predictions in the chat, though. Starting from the back of the grid. Anyone know the best place to get setups, or is it just trial and error? I use VSE now, Banksy. I use VSE. That's the ones I use, and I've actually been enjoying them. They're actually good to handle, and I feel like I've been competitive with them. Smidge Bomb says P6. Mark Walsh says P6. Prince Patel says P5. Vance says top 5. Anna Luba says P2. Noah says 1. Dagger Potato. Hey, guess what? Potato. You can go from P6, P7. Mickey Mouse says P22. Best possible finish P6 from back of the grid. Sean says 7th. Marco says P10. Obi says P11. Ivo says P7. Mio says P7. Michael P8. Timo P9. Sophie P4. Vanch top 5. Archie P says that we can get points. Sir Niaf says P8. Keep those predictions coming, chat. I want to read them. Mandog says P5. Reese says P3. It won't let me type 9. Oh, you're saying P9. Alazark says P8. Player says P5. Mickey Mouse P45. Sean P2. Jack says P8. Super Finn says P5.
What more can I say?
And Darlo says DNF. I mean, we've got a new engine, so hopefully not. But you never know.
Okay, mate. Mark here. Quick radio check. Radio check.
Okay, they're looking at one stopper. I don't know how tyre wear is around here. And whether the one stopper is going to be good, chat. I mean, if I look at Race Director, I imagine they're all doing hard mediums. And they are. It's very much a mix around the grid. It's either a case of, if I look at, actually, let's look at the grid. There's a lot of cars on hards. There are a lot of cars on hards. It's either a case, right, of we do the undercut, or, so those tires are just not good, or we do the overcut. Like, that's the difference. Undercut or overcut. How early can we push this undercut? A lap or two? 2 laps maybe? 2 laps? 1 in the chat for the undercut. 2 in the chat for the overcut. 1 in the chat for the undercut. 2 in the chat for the overcut. Now, if we look at timings there, we're going to be about 3 seconds a lap quicker on that first lap after we box, if we do an undercut. If we do an overcut, we are going to be quicker in that initial stage. We're going to have to do a lot of overtaking, though. Overtaking around here can be difficult. So 1 in the chat for the undercut, 2 in the chat for the overcut. Hey, Smash coming in with the 5 gifted subs. Damn it, Smash. You crazy, man. You crazy. That is a total of... Hang on, let me just scroll up. That is a total of 27 gifted subs on the channel. Smash, you're an absolute legend. 2, Tom from Shiptopia, Shansi, Zero, and Jan. If you're one of those 5 people that got a gifted sub, please make sure you say a big, big thank you to Smash, who is an absolute legend. How are you doing, Smash? Long time no see. Yeah, I was on holiday for 2 weeks, but it is good to be back. We have hit our sub goal of 225, but we have got a lot of gifted subs in the last month, so they will drop off. So I'm just going to keep that sub goal. Although the sub goal's gone, isn't it? So we will reset it. We will reset the sub goal. I'm traveling tomorrow. Where are you going tomorrow, Smash? Going to have 13 days off. That sounds very, very nice indeed. We'll do 2:30. It might drop off, but that's okay. I mean, you gotta still push it, haven't you? Yeah, where are you going, Smash? Where are you going? You got massive straight line speed. Overtaking could be easier for you. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Right. There's a lot of ones though, so we're doing the one. We're doing the undercut. We're doing the undercut today. The undercut, for that person asking if we could explain it, undercut is pitting earlier, getting the new tyres, maximising those new tyres, but struggling a little bit towards the end. The overcut is the opposite. You pit later, you have better tyres later on in the race. So we go defensive. There's a long straight here, difficult to defend, but we will see. Right, starting from the back of the grid, we are doing the undercut. Starting on the medium tyres. We will see how many places we can get, but hopefully we can gain a lot from pitting, and then we just defend. If you can do the undercut, do 2 stopper. What do you mean? Why do we do it twice? Because then we're basically doing an under and an overcut. Bro, the fuel, I don't know how much fuel to use. I don't know how much fuel I should be taking out. I don't know. That's the problem with not doing practice. Is that we don't get the race program to be able to see that. You could do the undercut, do 2 stopper. Yeah, but what do you mean by that? It's too much? Maybe it is. Hayden, I'm back. Welcome in, KRG. Welcome in. Hayden, have you ever been to the UAE? I have. I went to Abu Dhabi in 22, I want to say. For a series called the V10R League. I was presenting that. Because I'm from there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I went to Abu Dhabi. I went to Yas Island, basically. I didn't actually go into Abu Dhabi. I went into Yas Island. I drove on the circuit, which was really cool. I went to the mall on Yas Island. I didn't arrive early enough. They allowed the drivers who were competing to fly over earlier, and they went to the water park and to the karting, which I'm jealous I didn't get to do. Thanks for the sub, bro. That's what we like to see. Zero is a polite person. That's what we like to see. Also, you asked where I'm going, so here it is. We're going to Cannes, Monaco, Munich, Salzburg, Vienna. That is one hell of a trip. Very, very jealous. Sounds like a great trip, buddy. I can't wait for you to come back and tell us what it's all up. I've resubbed and know my login for Prime now, so I'll be a sub forever. Let's go, James. Let's go. Have you subbed on Twitch? I haven't seen it. I want to say thank you. I want to shout you out. Hayden versus Arava again, just like F122. I will look into it. I know I keep on saying that, but now I'm back. Although I do have a trip coming up again, maybe. So, for a few days. But it's just motorsport season at the moment, so that's why. 0.1 again. Let's go. Right, let's do this, chat. Here for Imola. The lights are on, the engine's revving. And let's go. Racing for Imola in Season 3. We're trying to get off to a decent start, and we do. Going down into the first corner, get a little squeeze there from Isaac Hadger on the right-hand side. Lawson will try and get past as well. You have to take it nice and easy. Right, everybody, I wanted to repeat after me. We did not see anything. We did not see anything. Okay, here we go for the first time ever. Lights on, engines revving. Let's go racing in Imola. And away we go. Away we go. A bad start this time around. The car's all over the place on the start. They were so early on the brakes into this first corner. I thought I braked early. Turns out I didn't brake early enough. Can I go around the outside here? I'm going to try it. On Hadjar. Oh, he closes that door, though. He does close that door. If you don't put 22 drivers on the grid, can you in the next season? No. So basically, when you start, you can't get rid of Apex GP and you can't add them in the future. Which is a bit of a shame, right? Can we go up the inside here of Hadjar? We need to start making some moves. So there we go. On the inside of Hadjar, Lawson and Colapinto come together ever so slightly. We're going to get past Hadjar here, burning the battery, and there we go. Past Hadjar, up into P21 in this race. Need to get past Lawson. We need to make these overtakes early, chat. Because I do not want to be stuck in this train. Of course, we are doing the undercut. That's where we're going to try and make those overtakes. Why isn't the... I've modded some liveries. The livery has been switched around. It's now blue with the white accents. It might change back to the white. I'm not too sure on it. Use your ERS. Why would I use my ERS in the middle of the track when I can use it all on the start-finish straight? I want all my ERS for here. Why would I want it for, you know, Aqua Minerale? Makes no sense. All of the mods, by the way, you can find on Overtake GG. God, we really still haven't got much straight line speed, have we? Look at Lawson. Still able to hold it, but a big lunge up the inside on Lawson. Get it stopped in time. Still side by side of the corner. There we go. Still wheel to wheel with Lawson on the inside. And there we go. Right, up in a P20. Making moves here at Imola, chat. Making moves at Imola. Now we save the battery back up. Keeping it in medium mode. And that's basically what we do in the train. When you're in the train, keep it in medium. Get close. Use overtake. What was that? Why is it that in 910 says VCarb drops to last in R&D? Yeah, VCarb just is an L team. I don't know why. Maybe they just have zero potential on the team. I don't know. What's the difference between medium and hot lap? Hot lap gives you more power, more speed, but depletes the battery. Whereas medium, you can gain the battery over a lap. So, yeah, that's basically what it means. Right, we're in a bit of a DRS train here. Overtaking is going to be difficult. I think Sonny Hayes leads this race, though. And he does. The Apex GP driver driving away could make it. Wait, has Max won 2 races? No, Sonoda has. So he could make it 4 different race winners in 4 races. Here we go on Gabriel Bortoletto. We're going to move to the outside, go around the outside of the Kick Sauber driver, brake late into the corner, and there we go. Lovely overtake on Gabriel Bortoletto to move up into P19. We are making moves around here. They are slow and steady, but we are making moves, chat, and that's important. We need to be slowly making our way up the grid and not damaging our front wing, which we definitely have not done at all in this race, and used a race restart. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. What's the difference between the Eiffel Tower and the Blackpool Tower? I think it's just a bit smaller, isn't it? The Blackpool Tower. It's kind of similar, but it's just a bit smaller. Right, chat, what can we do here? What can we do? Can we get back in the top 5? 1 in the chat if you believe that we can still get a top 5 out of this race. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can still get a top 5 in this race. 2 if you do not. Oh, a little bit of a bad exit there. I don't think I'm going to have a run on Colapinto here. So I'm not going to use too much battery. Although I might have to, as Gabriel Bortoletto is rapid on the straight. We still really don't have... I think I have good top-end speed, but as I said earlier, AI, it isn't necessarily their top-end speed that makes them so good. It's their acceleration. Their traction out of corners is unreal. When is the return of Rags to Riches? Probably never. I'll be honest with you. I maybe bit off more than I can chew with that series. Oh, around the outside Colapinto if we can. We can't. There's a bit of a battle going on here. A bit of a train forming. And that could help us in this race. Who is my favourite F1 team right now? I'd say it's Williams. I like Williams. I love James Vowles. Albon and Sainz, good drivers. So I'd have to say Williams. Come on, come on, come on. Train braking slightly. Can we figure our way through? Colapinto here. That would be nice.
got a lot of spare energy.
See what I mean on traction? See what I mean on AI traction? It's just so good. Probably helps when I do hit an apex. I don't think I hit the apex properly last time. That's good there. That was good. So I need to burn the battery to try and match their acceleration. And now my top end speed is going to kick in. Hopefully. Hopefully. Are we going to go 3 wide down here into turn 1? We're going to try it. Up the inside. Oh, that was close. That was close. We got pincered. Colapinto just swooped across both of us and trying to take us out there. We do get past Hulkenberg, who sadly was kind of just between a rock and a hard place there. What's Rags to Riches? It was a series we did where we played F1 2010 all the way to F1 23 that turned into F1 24 that turned into F1 25 because it's just so long. We're on F1 2016 at the moment. We're about halfway through 2016. You can catch up on my YouTube channel. I've got all the videos from it. I made it into videos, so you can catch up over there if you do want to watch it. It was a good series, and it was enjoyable. But I probably should have done F1 2010 just to F1 2014. I should have done the Xbox 360 years, you know? Stuck to that. Jake and Bruno, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome in. Right, we'll get DRS on these two. Hulkenberg very, very close to me, actually using some battery there. I'm trying to look for an overtake. Car sliding now. I think this is what I noticed about Imola, actually, last season. The car slides a lot when it gets over 20%, and it is over 20%. It just slides, that's all it does. It just slides. Says the guy who tried to make... Okay, listen, okay, that you might have a point there. But listen, okay, I didn't swoop across. I just stuck my nose in up the inside. I kept it tight, I think. Maybe. Boo, we didn't get Canada on F1 2016, did we not? That's why. I was like, it's Canada next. I'm not coming back. I'm never coming back. Can we have a setup tour after this race? No. Because I don't know how that would be possible with my camera. I don't know how that would be possible. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I don't know how this race is going to go, chat, to be honest, because I don't know if maybe I do have to do a two-stopper. Because just the sliding that I'm experiencing is just crazy. Wow, beautiful game graphics. I do really enjoy this game. It does look visually beautiful. 4 Aaron's up ahead in the Toyota Haas. I didn't watch Season 2. Did I win the championship? We sadly did not. We missed out by 1 point. 1 point to Norris. We had a good comeback, but sadly, it just wasn't meant to be. Max Verstappen decided the championship for us. Would I join Apex GP? I would if I can mod them into Cadillac. That's what I'd like to do. Box to undercut. It's still quite a while until that. Lap 12 is when we're boxing for that undercut. Just got to be careful of the sliding. That's all that's going on right now. It's just a load of sliding. Someone found his password. I was on holiday, bro. Allow me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is a two-stopper. I don't know, chat. What do we think? 1 in the chat for a two-stop. 2 in the chat for a 1. 1 in the chat for a two-stop. 2 in the chat for a 1. No, this is not online. This is career mode. Tyre check. Like the tyre, in terms of wear, it's not bad, but they are just sliding. Like, they feel a lot worse for 20%. SJ, thank you very much for the gifted sub. The 60th gifted sub on the channel to Mr. Infratic. Mr. Fabio. Thank you very much, SJ. Yeah, a lot of twos. A lot of twos saying stay out. Okay. Let's keep going then. Let's keep going. I'm sticking with the train. The undercut is going to gain us positions. And then it's just going to be a case of defending, really. It's just going to be a case of defending. That's all you got to do. Here comes Hulkenberg on my left-hand side. I do have the battery, though, so I'm going to burn that to stay ahead of him. And we do as these two are fighting. Oh, my days. I caught up to that battle far too quickly. Oh, my God. I am very, very lucky still to be in this race. That could have ended badly for me. Go, 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 go on the inside of Colapinto. I want this. I don't want to be scrapping with these two anymore. 3 wide at the moment through the hairpin. Still side by side with Franco Colapinto. Go, 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 go. On the inside of this fast left-hander. And through we go. Right, into hot lap mode we go. Burn the battery. Try and get away if we can through this section. We don't necessarily have the cornering ability. We've lost the DRS anyway. We would have lost it anyway because of the fight that Paul Aaron and Colapinto were having. God, it just twitches all over the place. All over the place right now. Double overtake GG. It was nice. It was nice indeed. Still got 4 laps until we make a pit stop. Colapinto's going to get probably a very easy overtake on me here. Paul Aaron on those hard tyres. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm burning all the battery just to give me a chance. Just to give me a slim chance to hold off Franco Colapinto, who's not going to go for it. Oh my god, that's a huge slide over the corner. A bit of a corner cut, but we got away with it. Let me put it down into medium again. Just to save battery. And I'm going to try my best to catch up to Joshua Pierce here and championship rival Yuki Tsunoda, who's not having a great race. He's down in the mix, of course. We took that engine penalty. That dropped us down, chat. So let's keep pushing. 2.8 still the gap to the cars ahead. Oh, it's definitely loose, but the earlier we box, the more trouble we're going to have on those hards. Now, in terms of tyre wear, they won't puncture. They will get to the end, so the one stop definitely is viable. I don't think the two stop is. I don't think the two stop is worth it, chat. Colapinto all over the back of me. Stop it, bro. Stop it, please. Push, push, push. They're going to get DRS. Colapinto's going to get me here. Verstappen very early into the box. That's got to be a two-stop. Verstappen's got to be on a two-stop. Surely Verstappen's on a two-stop, chat. Oh, it's just so loose in there. Viper, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Are you not on strict corner cutting? No, we're not. So we can look at chat at the same time as driving. Last thing we want to do is me reading your chats. And then I'm not concentrating. I'm not looking at the screen. I run wide by a millimetre and get a warning. So, no, we don't run strict corner cutting for career mode. What's my favourite track to race? What's actually a lot of fun on here? Austria Reverse. Austria Reverse was actually a lot of fun. I didn't like Turn 3 for a while, but after doing it a lot in Creator Series, I was like, you know what, actually, this is good fun. This is good fun. Okay. Do we box early, chat? I don't know. I think we got to stay out. I think we got to stay out. We're already boxing early as it is. Verstappen is definitely doing a two-stopper. There is no way Verstappen is doing a one-stop. Right, we've got DRS on Franco. Oh, the car is loose. The car is so loose. Right, Franco Colapinto, you're going to tow me along, bro.
Okay, well, it wasn't to be this time, but not to worry.
You're going to tow me along. No! No, Paul Aaron. No. Not happening, bro. Not happening. I'm staying here. I'm using Franco Colapinto, not you. Even though you want to say I'm hella tall, I'm not that tall. I mean, I am quite tall. I'm not as tall as some others. Hello, welcome into the stream. Staffy or Siafi. Oh, God. We're all over the place. It's crazy. Alexis, thank you very much for the follow. Boxman, my tyres are done. They are done, but the thing is, we have to go long on the hards. If we box now, we're in an even worse state on the hards at the end of the stint. The tyre drop-off is just insane, but in terms of the two-stopper, it's just not worth it. Stay with the DRS. Use the battery. Come on, come on, come on. Have I lost DRS? I have. I've lost DRS. I'm going to box. I'm going to box. I'm going to box. Oh my god, we're just sliding. It's so bad. Let's box. Hard tyres on the car. Box, 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 box. Let's do this. Vince said he would beat me in a sumo wrestle. Probably. Probably. I just enjoy it too much, to be honest. Again, you know, hot and sweaty. Our bodies close together with Vince. Yeah, I think that would just be a bad idea for me. How do you know what difficulty is right for you? You run some Grand Prix qualifying and you see how close you are to your teammate. And if you're miles away from your teammate, ahead or behind, then you adjust accordingly.
See these tyres through to the
Right,
end
let's
now.
put it into hot lap mode and let's go. We've done a big undercut. A big undercut, and now we go. And this is going to hopefully get us back into a good position in this race. Because we know how powerful the undercut can be, but we also know that once we get to 20% on tyre wear, we're going to start crying. It's going to be bad. I don't know if a two-stop strategy is going to be viable. If there's a safety car later on in this race, and I'm talking about lap 20, oh Jesus Christ, I'm talking about lap 20. I think we go for it. I think we go for it. But we need a safety car for that. A virtual will also help, but not as much. GS Lunatic, thank you very much for the follow. Right, I feel like I need to focus on the driving now, and not the talking. If I want to try and get back in this race. It's a very big undercut that we're doing, chat. Do I have any tips to play without ABS? It's cliche, but it is true. It's practice. The more you play it, the better you be. I've had 2 weeks off, and I am a little bit, you know, a little bit worse for it. I'm heavier on the throttle now. I'm locking up more. My steering isn't as precise. The wheel is too heavy for me again. Ah, see what I mean? I'm running wide. I'm making mistakes.
Tyre condition still looking good.
And that's from having 2 weeks out. The more you play it, the better you're going to get. What track is this? This is Imola. Would you say burn all the battery? I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest. I've got it in hot lap mode and we are burning it, but we don't want to burn it too much. We want to try and catch up to the cars ahead of Lawson, etc. We are incredibly faster than them. Drive faster, thank you. Has it ever been different though? Wow, Tom Beener. Right, who else is going live this morning? Who's getting the warm-up raid? Welcome in, Tom. Welcome in, Adam Sanderson, who had his best result in Creative Series of the weekend. With a P4, baby. P4. Part of me was happy that I wasn't racing in Miami, but at the same time, I was disappointed not to have the opportunity. Because I think if you were a full-time driver, you were guaranteed a top 10 in that race. I think full-time drivers were pretty much guaranteed a top 10, unless, of course, you had an absolute blunder, like Nick Flies or... you got Donkey Kong pre-ordered? I haven't. We're going to watch some streams. I mean, Fem's been playing Mario Odyssey, so I need to play that first. But she might get it, so she's going to watch some streams and then have a look. Hey, SJ, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Tom. That's 61 total gifted subs. We've hit our sub goal. Thank you very much. I don't think I've really caught up much with this undercut. I'll be completely honest with you, chat. This undercut hasn't been as strong as I was expecting. I think it's been okay, though. I am so going to no-life Donkey Kong tomorrow after. Okay, perfect. Perfect, okay. But you can let me know how it is. But yeah, we're going to watch some streams of it when people get it as well. And go from there. Yeah, we got tomorrow, Creative Series is back for iRacing. There's a yellow flag. Somebody's had a spin or a crash. And we're going to come out just ahead of Antonelli, which is an overtake out on track. Who's this round here? I think that might be Colapinto, who has had a mistake on his tyres. No safety car, though.
Hang in there. We're attempting to manage it.
We have an issue. What do we have an issue of? I've got a new engine. What do you mean we've got an issue? Right, can we catch up in this race, chat? Regular corner cutting, yes, so I can read the chat. Last thing I want to do is corner cut because I'm going through mid-corner and going, oh, what's Adam Sanderson said? Because I run wide. Don't give me regular corner cutting. No! I've just got a new engine.
Again, find somewhere safe to stop.
That's safe, isn't it? That's safe.
I'm afraid you've been
Oh, I literally just cut the corner and farted in Colapinto's face. Well, we said we had to finish stream earlier today, and we're finishing half an hour earlier. Or an hour and a half earlier. Worst feeling ever. I mean, we expected, right? We expected an engine failure at Imola. And then we changed the engine to stop that from happening. And we got one anyway. What the hell? What is that about? What is that about? How have we still got one?
What a drive. What a victory.
Bye-bye, Daddy Gullis.
A great team
I cannot
victory
believe
today,
this has
Rocky.
happened.
That's the important bit here. On home
We are struggling this
soil,
season in career mode, though.
drivers
We do need to look
deliver,
at
the team
strategy or
delivers
what we're doing
well.
wrong.
Do that in front of their home
I mean, we
support.
probably would have had a
Really
better
good
one. I wonder what components blew up. It was the pipe on the right. I don't know what that is. Tom
Well,
rushes
it's
to
been a
rig.
long wait
Nah,
for
Tom doesn't
many
need to
of our
rush to rig.
drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out.
Tom's going to be
the
raking it in
awaiting
anyway
crowd.
with the viewership.
It's time for our podiums.
Canon event. This is where the
After
title
an
charge
event like
starts.
that, who
Charles
knows what the
Leclerc
sport
wins
has
the
in
race.
store for
Jack
us
Doohan on the
next time
podium
out. Be sure
with
to join us
Alexander
once again
Albon as
we
well.
continue to bring you all the
MGUH
excitement of
failed.
Formula One.
George Russell only picks up P8. Gasly, Verstappen all out. Verstappen, as I said, went for a two-stopper. Wasn't the way. Look at that. Look at the strategy. Just wasn't the way. I think... Where was Antonelli? Yeah. So, I think we could have been here. We could have been We would have been P8, P9. Around here. I don't know whether George Russell got overtaken later on by these guys and we could have had a better chance of holding them up. But I think guaranteed would have been P9 in this race. At least picked up 2 points from the back of the grid, which is something. So sadly, we now drop down to 29 points. But we have come back from further down. Okay? You could have changed your engine after without taking the penalties. What do you mean? After the race, yeah. I mean, we could have done. But, like, that's hindsight. That's called hindsight, Timo. Okay? I don't think we all expected to know that my engine was going to blow up in this race. And it not be the actual ICE. SJ, thank you very much for another gifted sub. This time to Mr. Adam Sanderson. That is 62 gifted subs on the channel. You absolute legend. And he did have a tyre offset for sure. But we were better at defending. And I think our tyre wear was better than the AI's just slightly. But we were good at defending. If you look at us with Colapinto, we're pretty decent. And we can always just let him through the last corner to get the DRS and get him back. I just tuned in. You were farting an old mate's face. Yeah, we were. So yeah, 29 points off. Charles Leclerc has got a whopping lead because me, George Russell, Max Verstappen, and Pierre Gasly all had stinkers of races, including Tsunoda. So like, it's very, very close. If you take out Leclerc. Leclerc has also had an engine failure in Bahrain. So he has been dominant so far this season. Get another engine failure for Charles Leclerc and it's wide open again for all of us to get back in there. So it's not over. Ferrari now 13 points ahead of us. It is not over, chat. Okay? We still have every opportunity to get back in. Some of us did say don't change it. That's fair. That is fair. All right? And you know what? In hindsight, you made the right decision. But in that race, if we'd not have had, we could have said either way. If we'd had an engine failure, right, on lap 1, with that engine, it just blown up on lap 1, would it have been the right decision? No. All right? If we'd have had no engine failure, and we ran with that engine, but we were like 20 mile an hour down on the straights, would it have been a good decision? No, it wouldn't have, okay? So, like, we're already struggling for straight line speed. To have an ICE that's down on power is just like shooting yourself in the foot and then it rebounding off the pavement and hitting you in the head and killing you at the same time. All right? That's what driving with a damaged ICE and having no straight line speed is. Yes, so I'm off to go get my car now. So we will sadly be finishing the stream early. I was hoping not to finish this early with that engine failure, but it is what it is. Sometimes we're not fully in control of what the career mode has to offer. If we were, we would have had better driver transfers than what we had in Season 3. Okay then. That is going to do for us. Raid, we will raid. We're just going to finish off, have a look at the career mode and see what else needs to tick off at the end. If we've got any other secret meetings. And we do. We have got a secret meeting. So let's have a look at who this secret meeting is with. Oh, Ferrari are very, very good, chat. I'm not going to lie. Ferrari are very, very good. And they've only got one driver at the moment. So, I think there's an opening, chat. I think there is an opening there. Ferrari only have one driver right now. What do we reckon, chat? What do we reckon? One in the chat to continue talks with the Scuderia Ferrari. Or two in the chat to try and re-roll for another team. One in the chat for Scuderia Ferrari. Two in the chat for another team. What do you reckon? Seeing a lot of ones. A lot of ones. TikTok's got a lot of ones. A lot of Ferraris. Okay, everyone's saying ones. I don't think I've seen a single two. Oh no, there we go. Vanderlift says two. But we're seeing a lot of ones. We're going to continue those talks with Ferrari. And we're going to see at the end of the season.
Been scouring the socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to say that the team are none the
There we
wiser
go. None the
about us
wiser.
chatting
That's
with
what we like
anyone
to see.
And the meeting went well.
We
I
do
know,
get
kind of
400 resource
amazing.
points, which is good for that
You're
engine
welcome.
blow up, but it's not ideal still. Not ideal. Going into the next race though, what can we upgrade? We can upgrade. Can we upgrade anything? Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. And we can't do that. Powertrain. We have got fuel efficiency, which we can do. I don't know if we want to do that because I mean, if we look at engine actually. If we look at engine, we are 4th best. Okay, so we are a little bit down on power. If we look at chassis, we're really low. So chassis is actually what we need to work on. Chassis, we are one of the worst teams on the grid. And then aerodynamics, we're one of the best. So we're going to focus all of our attention now on the chassis. And look to upgrade that because look at how bad we are on the chassis. I mean, Ferrari are even bad as well. So maybe look at durability. Durability, we've maxed out all that we can do. We can't do anything more on durability. We are pretty decent on it. We are the best on durability in all fairness. Just every team's actually not that good on their durability. It's quite bad, to be fair. But yeah, that's where we're going to end up today, chat. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Sorry that today's stream is a little bit shorter. We just got things that we got to do. But we will be back tomorrow, same time, and it will be a normal length stream. We've actually got 2 streams going on tomorrow. We have got the normal stream in the morning with career mode around about 4 hours, 2 races getting in there. We will be heading to, if we look at the standings, we'll be heading to Monaco and Spain. 2 very enjoyable races. Monaco is one that usually the AI aren't too good at. So there's a great opportunity for us to get a race win, the first race win of the season, and get our championship back on track. But then also Spain is a decent track for us as well, I feel like. I can't remember exactly what's happened in previous seasons, but I feel like it's pretty decent as well. But that is what's going to do. We'll be live tomorrow. It will be 10 a.m. European time, 9 a.m. UK time. If you want to know the full schedule of our streams, get in the Discord. What are you waiting for? !Discord if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, or on if you're watching on YouTube, it's the link in the description. If you're watching on TikTok, it is the link in my bio. But that is where we are going to end up. I'm going to head over to the YouTube stream first. I don't think Tom Bina is live, but he will be live in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So I can actually, because he's got his things already up and coming. So I'm going to send you over there already. I'm going to send you over there. So goodbye to YouTube Vertical. I love you all, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Goodbye, YouTube Vertical. Have a good rest of your day. YouTube Horizontal. I'm going to send you over to Tom Bina as well, so you guys can go and get ready for his stream. It will be in a little bit, so you can just go get some food, wait around, and you will be able to see Tom Bina when he is live in about 20 minutes time. Right.